All right, it's time to get into WCW Nitro, January 8th, 2001.
Holy shit, a lifetime ago, James. That was an unbelievable amount of time ago.
Which is weird. It doesn't feel like it.
It does not. You know what? It never feels like it, but that's probably because we are just fucking old now. And we're just old. We're just old bastards.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially
you
Tony.
guys are old. I'm young. I'm a young
I hear that,
chicken,
Tony.
you know?
See, Tony, I thought you were a very old bastard is what I thought.
No, you heard it wrong. My favorite wrestler is Randy Orton. I started watching in 2008, I think it was.
Wow, that was
That's
a
when
good
you were
year
born and started watching.
Goo goo gaga, Orton pose. Well, let's take a look at what was going on in the wrestling world at the time. We've reviewed a ton of shows around this time, so a lot of the Observer stuff we've already gone over, but I have found an article here from the Figure 4 Wrestling newsletter, Figure 4 Weekly, by Brian Alvarez, from January 1st, 2001, looking at a brief history of recent backstage fights.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought it was great. He says here,
that sounds crazy.
With the recent backstage fight between Dallas Page and Scott Steiner making headlines, I've decided to go back this week and look at some of the most infamous off-TV brawls in recent U.S. wrestling history. So he has some from, like, I guess it's like from 1990 until 2001. There's not too many here, but some I knew about, some I didn't know about. So first one here, we have Nasty Boys and Ken Shamrock circa 1990.
Oh, nice.
Which, I'm James, I'm sure you're super excited for this one, being a big Nasty Boys guy that you
Well,
are.
it depends on who wins.
Well, we'll see here. So this fight occurred when all three were wrestling for South Atlantic Pro Wrestling, and Shamrock was working under the name Vince Torelli, which is, I didn't know this was a thing either. Vince Torelli. I don't know why Vince Torelli didn't stick.
I don't know about that name, yeah.
Well, following the show, there was an incident in a hotel bar between Brian Knobbs and a woman, shocking, and Shamrock reportedly went to Knobbs' room afterwards to discuss it. Jerry Saggs answered the door since Knobbs was already in bed. Shamrock allegedly jumped on Knobbs and started kicking his ass. So
Oh, shit.
Jerry Saggs made the save by smashing a lamp over Shamrock's head. Many people have noted the parallels between the story and recent WWF angle involving Malenko, Lita, and the Hardy Boys. I guess the Hardys broke a lamp over Malenko's head in the same way in the hotel room.
I forgot about that. Oh,
Iceman.
Yeah, when he was the ladies' man at the time. Shamrock, despite the reputation he would later gain in mixed martial arts, was much smaller at this time than he was during his WWF stint and was no match for a 2-on-1 beating. Knobbs and Sag allegedly nearly killed him, pummeling him into unconsciousness. Shamrock's head was reportedly so swollen afterwards that it didn't look human. So sadly, the wrong man won in this case, James. I apologize.
I don't want to hear that shit, man.
I'm sorry,
Go cry me a river.
Well, real lamp. Well, years later, Shamrock saw Knobbs in an airport and was gonna kick his ass, but the Rock stopped him.
He's trying to put the UFC super fight title up.
with the fist on it. Yeah. Bald man with the double fist.
Got the super fight title up in the middle of the goddamn airport.
Throws it down.
Back then, there wasn't no damn TSA neither. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
no
we could take him down right there at the gate, and he's getting on the plane. He's kicking his ass at the gate, and then get on the plane. He has to watch as the fucking plane goes away.
And drag his carcass onto the plane after, too.
Sit down, sir.
What do you want to drink?
Back then, you could sure just fight the flight attendants and shit. Like, if you get right there, you defend the title right there live.
Especially if you were the UFC Super Fight champion. Ken Shamrock's on a plane, it's in the air. He throws the belt down at the pilot's feet. That means it's on.
He lays that bitch down, tells him to cross the line. Come and get some if you want some.
And the Mono Warrior, there goes boom. The UFC song starts playing.
Hey, a lot of you guys are young. You don't remember the times they were like this, man. But it used to be like that regularly, man. My dad went for the contention for that title 3 times on a flight.
The UFC
domestic
Super
flight
title?
Yeah, domestic flights. Domestic flights too, yeah. That's real shit.
Incredible.
Then he signed a bunch of Trish Stratus posters.
Dude, somebody asked fucking they wanted to get Trish Stratus to sign the Trish Stratus picture that your dad signed.
That'd be the craziest thing ever, bro.
You gotta get me to sign it
those.
too. Then you get that, then get me to sign it too, and then you'll have the whole lineage.
Wow, that'd be the whole idiot. Dude, that is so long ago. There's probably people that have no idea what the fuck we're even talking about. When did we do that? That was Valentine's? I think.
Had to be like
for
episode
two years ago.
25.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 years
we
ago.
did.
seems
It was.
like.
Did we do it? It was like it came with merch or something. I don't even know
It was
what.
a Patreon thing. You could get it on Patreon for signing up.
What the fuck were we doing? Yeah.
My dad didn't even question that.
Yeah.
He said, "You want me to sign these?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "All right."
It was a Trish Stratus 8x10 of her in a bikini. This is like pre-WWE. You know the one. And like, yeah, James just printed them out and said, "Dad, sign these." And then he did. I don't know why it was your dad or why we did.
The story about his dad. His
Yeah,
dad
the
was
story.
just-
The story about like I
That's
used to go
right.
hang out at the marina, and like my
Didn't they
dad
have
would
the
always
picture?
have. Yeah, had the Trish Stratus poster in the bathroom.
That's right. That's unbelievable. Different era. Boom, boom.
Yeah, no, really.
Here's a fight from 1991. It is Brian Pillman against Sid Vicious. Sid Udi, otherwise
all
known
right.
as Sid Vicious, and Pillman ran into each other at a bar following a house show. Pillman worked for WCW at the time, and Sid was getting his first big push in WWF. Apparently, Sid told Pillman that he'd made it to the big time and was making huge money, and Pillman never would because he was too small. So Pillman, who was, he says here, who was on a bus trip once, talked so tough
Said
that
to meet him on the plane.
the UFC Super Fight champion.
This goes down on the plane.
I'll see you later on American. Pillman started screaming at Sid and then got into an argument. Pillman challenged him to a fight. Sid left the bar, went to his car, and returned with a squeegee, which he apparently figured he could use to defend himself against Pillman.
He stole that shit from the gas station.
Pillman probably stuffed it up his ass. Mike Graham wrestled the squeegee from Sid Udi, and Sid Udi backed down. So the damn, Sid was gonna fucking fuck Brian Pillman up with a squeegee.
Probably could have too.
Yeah.
He also had scissors. Where's your scissors? Maybe that's coming up.
That is
Titty
on here,
daddy,
Tony.
titty daddy, titty daddy.
Dude, what does that mean?
Titty daddy, titty daddy, titty daddy. Heard that right, Sid? Titty daddy.
From
Makes you
Dude,
less
look what I
Sid
said, Tony,
saying
real
Sid.
quick.
Oh, what'd you send? Let's see.
I sent over this tweet that we from. I
back-
found this tweet from 2020,
Yeah, what? But
pandemic era, brother.
oh yeah,
James's dad was
pandemic.
signing
We were
the
fucked
poster.
up. Yeah,
James's dad.
I didn't know
signing
you.
the
I don't
posters.
remember that you taking a picture of him signing these.
Yeah,
Well,
this
yeah.
is-
Well, there had to be authenticity to this.
Sure, of course. That's
Yeah.
he didn't question this at all.
No, he's like, cool bitch.
Let's bring back memories.
That
From
Marino was kick ass.
December 1992, a fight between Nails and Vince McMahon. I feel like I've heard of this, but I guess I've never read the actual story. So Nails, do you guys remember Nails, big fucking guy with
Yeah,
the
prison
the,
guy.
the
orange
jumpsuit. Yeah, the
jumpsuit?
prison
Yes,
guy.
yes. Nails confronted Vince McMahon backstage at a Raw show in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and demanded more money
Yeah.
for SummerSlam. Did I say Green Bay? Demanded more money for the SummerSlam match he worked at Wembley Stadium earlier in the year. The show drew 75,000 fans, and Nails believed he should have made more than $8,000 for his match.
You now sell AEW, buddy. I don't think you're gonna make anything.
Yeah, that's what Vince said. He said, dude, someone's about to fuck this fucking record up in a few years. Few times 20. Nails may or may not have punched Vince in the face, but when Sergeant Slaughter, Gorilla Monsoon, Dave Hebner, and Arnold Scaland stormed in to find out what was happening, they found Vince lying helpless on the floor with Nails on top of him, attempting to strangle him. Nails then ended up calling the police and claimed Vince sexually assaulted him. Earl Hebner later told people he saw the incident through a cracked door and there was absolutely no sexual assault.
Me when I'm lying crazy.
Nails gave the police a report when they came to the building and subsequently filed charges. Nothing ever came of it because the people Nails had listed as witnesses wouldn't corroborate his story, and then he was fired. That's fucked up. Justice for my
Probably
man
listed Hulk
Nails.
Hogan, Triple H, Shawn Michaels.
He listed Gorilla Monsoon,
Gorilla
Dave
Monsoon.
Hebner.
And at the bottom he said, who did Gorilla Monsoon ever beat?
Gorilla Monsoon, who I think is a bitch.
Don't ask him, actually. That's at the bottom.
Crossed out. From 1993, we have the infamous Sid Vicious versus Arn Anderson fight. During a tour of England, Sid and Arn got into an argument in a hotel bar. Sid later went up into Arn's room, and then when Arn opened the door, Sid allegedly struck him over the head with a hotel chair. I don't remember that part. What do you think it was? Do you think it was the folding chair? Or do you think it was like a bar stool?
It was like a real chair, like Ready to Rumble style. You know, Sid was walking around in that movie.
Upside down for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, they got into a huge fight, and Sid stabbed Arn over 20 times with a pair of scissors. Scissors. Too Cold Scorpio, Doug Dillinger, Vader, and several other wrestlers finally arrived to break up the fight, and both men were hospitalized. Arn ended up keeping his job with the company, but Sid, who was in line to win the world title 2 months later at Starrcade, was fired after several wrestlers threatened to walk out if he wasn't. How did Sid end up in the hospital? He hit Arn over the head with a hotel chair, stabbed him 20 times, and then ended up in the hospital.
He stabbed himself so it looked like a fight, and then
He tripped afterwards.
He missed. Oops. Fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
He decided this time to challenge for the UFC. Super fun.
Kid Shamrock busted the door. It's time.
Put the belt down.
The ultimate is what it's for.
Look, I'm just telling you guys, it used to be better. All right, things used to be better. Things used to be better.
Ripping me into pieces. Dude, the UFC Super Fight title is awesome. I also love the idea now that he fucking defended it constantly.
He's the ultimate fighter.
He might as well have. I mean, that was the same. He was just fighting random dudes off the street.
Yeah, that's when the sport was good, you know?
Hell yeah, man.
You know, guys like Kimbo Slice ain't coming around like that no more either, you know what I mean?
What a fucking beast that guy was.
He's beating up police officers in the backyard. His bare hands. And I'm sitting there like, yeah. Oh, yeah, this guy could take on some really like heavyweight fighters.
It's James' backyard. His dad's there too.
As far as I can say, he could beat the whole Strike Force roster. I don't know.
He probably did too. We have a fight here between Vader and Paul Orndorff from 1995. Vader and Booker Paul Orndorff got into an argument backstage, which escalated into a fight. Vader had showed up late for the center stage tapings, and Orndorff started yelling at him to hurry up and do his promos.
Oh my goodness! It's you know why?
Well, I just want to make sure. I want to read it out just to make sure we are on the make sure we're on the right side here. There had been previous heat between the two. Both got face to face, and Orndorff begged Vader, who outweighed him by 200 pounds, to start something. Vader shoved him down with a palm blow, and Orndorff came back fighting, flooring Vader and then knocking him for a loop with a punch with his bad left arm. Orndorff proceeded to kick at Vader's face with his sandaled feet. I don't know why. This is very specific. Until all
you showed up late for call with sandals on?
No, Orndorff had the sandals.
Oh, okay. My bad. I misheard.
Until all the wrestlers broke it up. Amazingly, everyone just left Vader on the floor in a fetal position and went back to doing their thing. So when Vader recovered, he walked into Orndorff's office, and they got into another fight. After this fight was broken up, Vader was sent home with the belief he instigated it, and Orndorff ended up working a match later that night with a busted-up face against Barry Houston. WCW then fired Vader.
Damn, all right.
So
fuck you then.
Paul Orndorff was right here, and he should have kicked Vader's ass. He should have kicked it even more than he did.
Yeah, that's that. We're actually, you know, if we could, God rest his soul, I wish we could. Paul Orndorff could come work for DPW and kick your fucking ass if you show late for call time.
If you fucking miss call time and don't do your promos, the spirit of Paul Orndorff is gonna come in and he's gonna fuck the shit out of you.
He's gonna ruin your whole day's done. You ain't making it out. I'll
He's
tell you
gonna
that much.
sandal fuck you to hell.
Do your promo. Take the pictures.
That is fucking crazy. A couple more here. We have Kevin Nash and Roddy Piper from 1997. Following one of the most horrible matches in wrestling history, pitting Scott Hall and Kevin Nash against Piper and Flair, Nash stormed into Piper's dressing room. Nash was angry over what he perceived was Piper not cooperating during the match and subsequently going into business for himself. Piper went as far as to call for the finish 6 minutes early, so the post-match brawl ended up going on seemingly forever and making for hideous television. Nash pounded on Piper's door until Piper's bodyguard, Craig Malley, opened the door. Nash stormed in and pie-faced Piper, who jumped back up and tried kicking at Nash's bad knee. Malley and Ric Flair quickly broke it up, and Malley backed down from the much larger Nash when a fight nearly started between the two of them. So not as much of a fight there, but Piper's instinct to be attack Nash's legs is fucking
hurt his leg.
That's fucking awesome.
It's right on, yeah.
Kick the knee or the
Yeah,
quad,
that's
that'll take him
tremendous.
down.
Ernest Miller and Billy Kidman had a fight in 1999, which some of these I would pay to see. Ernest Miller and Billy Kidman whose name is Peter Gruner, just in case you wanted to know that.
I did never want to know that. Thank you, I guess.
Hey, Peter.
Got into an altercation at a bar following that evening's Nitro. According to witnesses, Miller grabbed at Kidman in a playful manner, and Kidman took it seriously, shoving him away. Miller shoved back. They got into an argument, and Miller allegedly punched Kidman in the face. Kidman shot back with a punch to the chest, at which point several wrestlers broke it up. Kidman reportedly told Miller that if that was all he had, he definitely wasn't the greatest. Miller then got pissed at this, and they were about to go at it again when wrestlers and hotel security managed to calm both sides. That is fucking hilarious. Billy Kidman, you're not the greatest in a bar fight.
That's all the guy lived for. He was the greatest. He's always the greatest.
Fucking gear? Was there fucking cameras here? That's insane. All right, and then last year, the one that he did this all for was the Scott Steiner Dallas Page fight from 2000. Following an unscripted promo by Scott Steiner on Nitro claiming DDP didn't have the balls to face him, DDP confronted him as he came through the curtains and a fight broke out. Steiner took Page down and was pounding on him for a full minute as 7 wrestlers attempted to pry him off. A bloody DDP and Kevin Nash ended up leaving the building, so some of the show had to be rewritten since they factored into it. Steiner stayed behind and did a scheduled promo and run-in, then wrestled Ernest Miller for the Thunder tapings later the evening. And then DDP and Steiner met on December 22nd and discussed the situation, eventually coming to an understanding. I understand, having pride, but I am not challenging Scott Steiner to anything. And a fight, fucking argument, chess match. I'm not fucking with this dude at all.
He's going to kill you.
He fucking punched DDP in the face for a whole minute and 7 dudes couldn't get up off of him.
Well, I mean, he had the largest arms in the world.
He did, and he won. And then he went on to beat Ernest Miller, who was not the greatest.
No, he never will be.
Of course not. There you go. That's a fun little look at wrestling fights in history. Which is good timing because everyone's fighting again in wrestling, and I think that's really bringing us back to the times when wrestling was great.
It used to be better.
Just don't show up late for call time.
Yeah, really.
I'm just going to fuck you up.
Show to work. Do your job. All right. Now it's time to get into Nitro. We get the cold open here. The Natural Born Thrillers have taken this fucking show over.
And as well as the fucking franchise.
Okay, well, he's fucking not taking anything over, but he's also here. He takes over so much tonight. I'm excited to talk about what happens today.
I hate this dude. Get off my TV.
Oh, come on, Tony. That's your fucking family, bro. It's your fucking blood.
Well, Flair makes Jarrett put his spot up in this title match. 3-way dance against Sid Vicious and I guess Scott Steiner, who is I guess he's supposed to be the champion. I don't really know what's going on here.
Steiner is the champ.
He's current big gold belt.
Yeah, so the 3-way dance is supposed to be at the pay-per-view, right? That's what it is. It's Jarrett, Steiner, Mystery Man. That's the big crux of the pay-per-view is there's a Mystery Man. What about Sid Vicious? Well, Sid Vicious gets his way into the match because he beats Jarrett in a match, I think.
Or he was attacked by Scott Steiner.
Well, that could have been anybody.
And it still could be anybody by the end of the night. Really.
Dude, this cold open is actually fucking insane because there's so much happening in so little time, and they're not really explaining anything. Like, the franchise is there.
The cat was in this.
The cat is there. He's fighting Reno. Then Buff Bagwell breaks. I wrote Finley. It was not Finley. It was Sarge's hand. I thought it was Finley at the time.
Something is not right with Sarge. I'm going to tell you guys.
Yeah, Sarge is... we got to talk about Sarge. But
something's not right with Sarge.
Talk about this fucking guy. Yeah, Buff
That's an AI. That's an AI. That's an NPC. That's not a real fucking person.
He's a robot. Yeah, Buff breaks Sarge's hand. Goldberg then gets attacked by Kronik and put into a box, which gets locked shut, and he gets taken away on a forklift.
Dude, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this right now, so we get us away.
Okay.
Kronik and Goldberg and Sarge in an angle is inspired booking.
Why
they said, what if we got the fucking 4 biggest pieces of shit of all time?
Make them deal with each other.
Yeah, y'all are getting an angle together, and y'all are gonna figure. I'm not even gonna call nothing. Y'all figure it out,
dude.
Nobody wants to work, and nobody wants to lose, and nobody wants to learn how to wrestle, and it's awesome.
What the
Nobody's
fuck?
doing nothing, Tony. 4 guys.
Dude,
Sarge trains people for a living.
what the fuck is a
Trey
Sarge?
Goldberg.
Did he?
Trey Goldberg, yeah.
Holy
At the
shit.
power plant, bro.
Oh, that's going to be exciting when we get into that a little bit later on
Dude,
tonight.
what the fuck is a Sarge?
Well, that's Sergeant
Wayne
Pepper.
Buddy Bruce
B. Pepper.
Crispy Bacon.
Pepper. No.
No, it's not. It can't be B fucking
Sergeant-
Pepper, bro.
Sergeant B. Pepper, yeah. Well,
So Jarrett tells Flair that you're either going to tell me who the mystery man is for their match at the pay-per-view, or he's going to be wearing the guitar. So Flair books Sid in full black tights for some reason. I don't know. It was a fucked up era of Sid here. He probably got his ass kicked by somebody against Jarrett. And if Jarrett loses the match to Sid, he loses his slot in this 3-way dance. Well, there's no finish to that match because a mystery man that has just broken out of an insane asylum who also does magic on TV every week is attacking Sid Vicious, but it turns out to be Scott Steiner.
it's one of them FMW guys, I think.
Jason the Terrible.
Dude, I think we saw this guy in the crowd, Mr. Wrestling 15 or whatever. Right
Dude, it was the fucking masked magician. What was his fucking name? Fucking, I gotta look this
Oh,
up.
the Secrets guy?
Yeah,
the Secrets
yeah.
behind pro wrestling?
Val
Yeah.
Valentino. That's this fucking guy.
So we get the Goosebumps Nitro intro, which
Yeah,
is
what the
cool.
fuck? That is awesome.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
cool.
Kevin Nash's eyes lighting up.
Dude,
Yeah.
My
okay.
favorite part.
That's one of the ones I wrote, Tony. I wrote Kevin Nash's eyes light up like he's a fucking cyborg about to blow up a small town.
Lasers come out and shoot a building.
That's what it
What frame of reference?
That's just
This
in my mind. That's
cyborg-
what I thought he was doing.
That's what I think. I think the
Thank
eyes
you,
are going to
Tony.
shoot lasers and blow up a small town. Yeah.
What?
Like Godzilla style,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
Godzilla style. Yeah, thank
What?
you.
I got Cyborg blows in the town Godzilla style?
This guy doesn't fucking get it, Tony, and he's never
He
gonna.
download understand
He's not
2001
old
Kevin
enough
Nash
to
I was
with the
just
cyborg
thinking.
eyes.
I was just thinking Goosebumps. I don't know how the fuck y'all thought Cyborg. That's
Dude,
crazy.
he's got the laser eyes.
Dude,
Come
laser
on,
eyes,
bro.
thank you.
Titty tatty.
Dude, the only normal shot in this entire opening video here is for some reason Billy Kidman standing there. Like, they don't color it or anything or give any like effects. It's just Billy Kidman standing in the ring summoning God from above.
He got to be in there because he kicked the cat's ass. That was his reward.
The cat is not the greatest.
Well, this is the first show of WCW 2001, or the first Nitro, I guess you could say.
Yes, that's right.
Disco Inferno is on commentary, so we're off to a horrible start to the year.
Oh,
There's also something very important that they announce here at the top, James, and that they're in Governor Jesse Ventura land.
Oh, great. Does he have anything to do with the
Not
show?
at all.
Okay,
he's in his
great.
territory.
Thank you. He didn't want to
Minnesota,
come by
you know.
or anything and say hello?
He
or-
might have been there, like, campaigning in the crowd. I think he might have been filming a documentary. I swear we read something about that on the Observer things before. Like, he was in the crowd filming for shit and not on the show. And
They were just saying it was. He just uses all that B-roll and says it's WWF. No one knows.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
So we start off with the Ric Flair Town Hall.
He's got a ton of security with him, too. And dude, at least half of these guys competed for the UFC Super Fight Championship.
And they did pretty damn well, so they're here tonight.
They probably didn't get it, though, but they tried their best.
Well, Flair is the CEO and president of WCW.
You can be both.
Yeah, and Flair is both, and tonight he is going to be swinging his dick around hard on everybody, especially you, Scott Steiner.
Well, it's 6 days before the pay-per-view, James, so we gotta book a card.
WCW Sin is coming, and you guys do
Sunday.
need to buy it.
Sin Sunday is
Sin,
coming.
woo, Sunday.
I'm not watching that shit, not on NFL fucking Sunday. Are you kidding me?
Fuck no!
Can't watch that
The Panthers
fucking
play on
shit.
Monday. I gotta get ready for it.
Not only that, they remind us that football season's going on right now. They tell us. They let
Yeah,
us
of course.
Well, because the first thing that Ric Flair says, Tony, is, how about those Minnesota Vikings? Woo! Yeah!
Know. That's like this. So what do you want to talk about, line?
How about those Minnesota Vikings is exactly what they say in every WWE Brock Lesnar commentary.
Number 69, come on!
Dude, he was on the team and he fucking loved it.
Dante Culpepper. He loved it or hated it. Who knows?
Oh, his brother B Pepper.
B. Pepper? The guy.
He's number 70.
No.
So Flair says 6 days
Number
away from
70.
Sin Sunday, the biggest
headache.
pay-per-view of the year.
That's a lie.
It's
That's a
January.
lie. The Royal Rumble's coming up. I know that's way better than Sin Sunday.
Come on, Tony. What? Sin? The Mystery Man.
Dude, not only that, Tony, Royal Rumble's the same month, but someone on this show is on that pay-per-view.
Yeah, I know who it is. We'll talk about it, though.
Sarge.
No fucking chance. They picked up everybody but Sarge. Somehow
Aw,
Hugh Morris got a
damn.
job and not fucking Sarge.
Well, Flair calls out the commissioner, Mike Sanders.
Is that right?
Yeah. He actually questions how Mike Sanders even got his job.
So, he does do that. He says, how'd you even get that job? I didn't give it to you, and you didn't win an election. Well, as far as I know, you won a match. You don't
right.
know how he got it.
Yeah, he does.
He beat the cat to become the commissioner.
And well, he's got to do it again. He says Sanders will defend his job as commish against the cat at WCW Sin Sunday.
Mike Sanders, in hearing this announcement, is backstage watching the monitor, learning how to move his head side to side for the first time ever.
Dude, church fit. This guy is fucking. Why is he so dressed up?
He's looking because he's commissioner, bro. You
He's
gotta,
commissioner. He's got
Dude, Kevin Nash was booking the show and showed up in goddamn gym shorts most of the time. Well, Flair doesn't know whether to put. Well, you got Sid, you got Jarrett. Steiner ruined the match fucking last week. What the fuck are we gonna do for this world title match at Sin?
Yeah, whatever. Chosen one.
Dude, Jarrett is also fucking super confused too. Everyone in this show is fucking confused.
What am I doing on
The pay-per-view that you have to buy with money is in 6 days.
That is crazy.
So Jarrett's music hits. Jarrett says that Sid didn't beat him, so the spot in the three-way dance is still Jarrett's, not Sid's. Commentary says, yeah, that sounds right, actually. That's right.
The face commentators, the heel commentators, Disco Inferno, all agree with Jarrett here. And Flair's retort to this is, you're really sounding like a Tennessee Titan right now.
Oh, shit. Let's go. NFL Sunday's going up.
Yeah, got them games. Love them games.
Well, Flair says, you know what? You're right. There's not even going to be a fucking three-way dance no more.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
And then that is when the world champ Freakzilla comes out.
Fuck. Holy
I was
shit.
already excited, but then I see Medeja holding the title upside down. I already know this is going to be heat.
It's like a must do. You always have to have at least one shot of your title upside down during your run.
And dude, she holds it and shows it to the crowd upside down, puts it back down, never flips it over, never even notices it's upside down.
Has no clue.
The whole time, which is why she's the fucking number one freak and why you need to pay your respects. Well, let me remind you something, Flair. I'm wrestling the X-Sim in a three-way dance. Do you understand?
Dude, I'm wrestling at Sin.
Let me remind you something, Flair. I'm wrestling X-Sim in a three-way dance.
All right. You sound like a fucking Tennessee Titan right now. I gotta be honest
Well,
with you.
Flair says, I don't know if you heard me, buddy, but there's no three-way dance no more because it's going to be a four-way dance.
Oh, shit.
Can you guess what the four-way dance is?
I imagine it's the mystery man is still involved in this.
Yeah, man, because we still don't know who it is, even though Steiner took off the mystery man gear to reveal it was Steiner.
How
But
did he get that? Yeah, that's a great point. How the fuck did he have the mystery man gear?
well, let me
That
tell
makes a
you,
lot more
remind you
sense
something,
later.
Flair. So I mean, obviously Steiner's pissed. Jarrett and Steiner are friends.
No, hell no.
So what the fuck does Sid do to even deserve to be in this match? You know what I mean? Other than just be Sid, right? I guess he does win a match later tonight in pretty convincing fashion, but we'll talk about that a little bit
They
later.
do this in the wrong order.
Steiner says that it's going to be Steiner and Jarrett. Okay, so let me just preface this. So Flair says it's going to be
what the fucking match is.
Flair says it's going to be a four-way dance at Sin as of now. Of course, Steiner and Jarrett disagree, but Steiner has another idea. It's going to be Steiner and Jarrett versus Sid and the Mystery Man, and I like our odds.
Dude, he says this for the rest of the show. There's never a point where Steiner doesn't think this is a tag match.
Steiner and Jarrett versus Sid and the Mystery Man, and I like our odds. All right.
That is fucking crazy.
This Iron Lily wrote down here. He's confused. I'm fucking confused. So Flair then starts fucking just slamming B-roll. He's like, fucking play the
Hey,
B-roll.
look at this fucking footage I got here, man.
He's like, it's like Steiner forgets everything that happens the second it happens. It shows like footage of like Jarrett hitting Steiner with a guitar at Starrcade and like.
Yes. So the first one I think was, let's see, what was it?
It might have been the Mystery Man. It might have been like whatever the Mystery Man thing
it was Nitro 2 weeks ago where Flair was saying that Jarrett lied to Steiner about being in a match to get into the three-way at the pay-per-view. They show footage of Steiner saying, "We've been friends, man. Are you in this thing?" And Jarrett says, "I don't know, no." And then Jarrett's explanation of this is, "I had to protect him. I had to protect him and get in a three-way dance, and you're just trying to stir a bunch of crap." Well, Flair says, "Okay, well, how about this footage? Let's go to Starrcade.
play the B-roll."
Yeah, play the fucking footage. Which is Jarrett going to hit Sid with a guitar, and Sid ducks, and he hits Steiner with the guitar. Steiner is only now remembering that this happened, and he also thinks Jarrett did it on purpose, even though he watched the footage.
They've talked about this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've talked about this before. He's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to." It's like, you look at the footage, and it's like, "Oh, he just moved out of the way."
He didn't mean to.
And then Steiner turns to Jarrett and goes, "Oh, you remember that?"
He's pissed about it. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, so Flair says, this is the #1 wrestling company in the world. And then no one pops, and he looks at the crowd, and then they go, "Oh, yeah,
love that shit. Love this WCW.
Says, so we need that good main event tonight." Yeah, if there's anything in the world Nitro's known for, it's the good main events.
Yeah, I'm saying it's always good.
Historically good main event. Flair says Steiner versus Jarrett for the world titles in the main event.
Oh, what the
So
fuck?
you want to explain this shit to me? So Sin is in 6 days, and
Right.
we get a singles match for the world title on free TV, and I'm supposed to go, "Man, I can't wait for the Mystery Man 4-way at the pay-per-view."
Well, of course, so
Of course.
nothing changes about the pay-per-view match either, James. Like, if Jarrett wins the title tonight, it's still the same fucking match.
Well,
Just
it
beat
is.
a
It
dick.
still could be Steiner and Jarrett versus Sid and the Mystery Man if you want to.
It is. Well, just according to Steiner, it always is going to be that.
Flair says Steiner versus Jarrett's the world title in the main event. And Steiner starts rushing the ring and says, "I'm not wrestling, Jeff. I'm going to wrestle you."
Again, Scott, you can't just fucking hear what you
You
want to
don't
hear,
make the
man.
matches. I make the matches.
Well, Flair says, "Listen, you touch me, I'll strip you that title, and you'll never make it to Sin as the champion." And Steiner says, "Let me know, Flair. You keep putting up these roadblocks, and I keep knocking them down. Sooner or later, your ass is going to be mine."
Then
Let me Flair.
he walks up the ramp, he turns around, and before it goes to black screen, Steiner looks right at Flair and says, "Your mother sucks." Dude, every heel on the show they hate Ric Flair. All of them, they hate Ric Flair.
Well, Flair's not doing a great job to make anyone not hate him.
Yeah, I mean, really, you just booked a singles match and then the 4-ways
For
at the
some
pay-per-view.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you won't fight?
How the
pussy?
fuck do I care about the Mystery Man?
I care.
Like, what is the Mystery Man to do with the show? Like, he's not doing anything unless
Ooh, mystery. That's what I'm thinking.
Man
You
just
gotta buy
shows-
the pay-per-view to find out. That's why.
Dude, 9-year-old Johnny says, "Ooh, mystery
Tony,
man."
no, what I'm doing is I'm tuning into Nitro next week and then seeing the pictures at the front that shows me who the Mystery Man is. Because I know
I'm
the
going
finish
on
is going to be fucked up.
Go on NoDQ.com right after the pay-per-view and find out who the Mystery Man
That's
is.
WWF Rush, motherfucker. WWF.com.
So Goldberg shows up. He's with Sarge.
Who the fuck?
That's Sergeant B. Peppers.
Dude, the fuck is this fucking guy, man? Sarge.
Sergeant is here, and he's from the power plant. Of course, the power plant, was pretty much the performance center.
Yeah, right. That's right.
And you know what? It probably made more stars.
And but I imagine Sarge was hazing dudes crazy.
Well, yeah. Well, so was Bill DeMott. Morris.
He still does that.
He's from the power plant. Everyone from the power plant just abuses the trainees.
This guy's fucking name is Sarge Wayne Bruce.
No, come on, man. It's just Sarge. Don't fucking,
They announced
don't
him.
fucking dox Sarge from power plant. Goddamn. So Sarge from the power plant and Goldberg are here, and they walk up.
Was
to,
a plant for sure.
Yeah, power. And they show up and they walk up to these dudes. I don't even know what job they could possibly be doing.
Are they
with it.
signing people in? Is that what that
no,
is?
They just sit there. They just sit there and look good.
That's
They're
their
the
job?
table guys. Yeah. And there's
Table guy. Table guy.
they're the table guys, and Goldberg and Sarge come up and they ask the craziest question. I don't know if anyone's ever asked this actually until this
No one
exact
ever
moment.
wants to know this answer ever.
Goldberg says, "You seen Kronik?" And of course, our answer is fucking no. You know what I mean?
He
Like,
pulled
no.
out a big blunt. Yeah, I got Kronik right here.
Well, Goldberg flips the fucking table.
Yeah,
And
goddamn.
Sarge looks at it, and then they both walk away.
They're just trying to be doing their jobs of being table guys.
Table guys.
Come on, man. Well, the second guy snitches. He says they're down the hallway, but they never
Sarge should
go.
have kicked his ass for snitching. We don't do
With
that.
his broken
we
arm.
don't do that at the plant, brother.
Yeah. I didn't even. You know what? I didn't even think of that. That he does tell them where Kronik is, and there's never a scene after this where Goldberg and Sarge are ever near Kronik.
You know what? It's actually kind of easy for them to find Kronik because totally Buff finds him and like very easily.
Immediately.
Yeah, they know where
Dude,
Kronik's
this is they have all
They're in the
they have
chronic room.
they have six of the most biggest pain in the asses ever working together, man.
That is so fucking funny.
That
the
is
Kronik room. I'm
crazy.
fucking dying.
Dude, imagine them calling a match.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I bet Russo was like, look, this is what we got for you. These guys are the biggest pains in the ass ever, bro. So you're working
Something's
together,
gonna
bro.
give. Yeah.
Dude, Kronik was the WCW Magazine Tag Team of the Year or something.
Well, we don't know that yet, Tony. Jeez.
Oh, okay,
Come on,
sorry.
Tony.
Yeah, hold
Well, Tony's
on.
read the magazine
I
in
read the
preparation.
magazine, so I
Yeah.
know we got to give him a little bit
Shit.
more credit here, you know?
Friend for this
you're
episode.
right. Backstage segment. Mike Sanders is here. He's the commissioner, if anybody forgot
Of
already.
course. In his office.
And he's pissed that Flair booked any match for WCW Sin. I can't believe
How
it.
could you?
No, he got booked first as the cat for the commissioner spot. He's pissed because they fucking have done this already.
Yeah, he earned this. I don't care how I got it. I got that shit, goddammit. And you know what? I'm the commissioner, and I'm still booking matches. So I'm going to book Big Ron Harris against the Cat.
Yeah, I'm watching WWE. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm like,
Raw is back.
like, I'm switching over. No, okay. I'm not switching over yet. When Warzone happens, I'm switching over. But, you know,
I
That's
might watch
where the boys
SmackDown.
are.
That's how much I don't want to watch this.
Oh, wow. That's fucking gnarly. Okay.
you might time skip.
I'm going over
after
to
Sin.
SmackDown.
I'm going to stop skip past Sin Sunday. That's how much I don't want to watch this shit.
Big Ron Harris versus the Cat is crazy.
Mike Sanders books that match, James, and he says, listen, when you work for me, you got to look good. And of course, Ron and Don Harris are sitting there on his table. And he says, oh, you guys look good. You know, what is that, Armani right there? And he goes to touch it. And one of them says, whoa, come on now. Sanders says, you guys do something different with your hair. And I didn't realize this until he pointed it out. I thought he was just making a joke that they're both bald. But one of them is very much not as bald as the other one. What the fuck happened?
He had a little
here?
hair.
He forgot to shave his head, dude.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, they ribbed him and made him fucking
Dude,
grow his hair.
yeah, come on, brother. That's 1,200 goose ounce right there, brother. right at the top. Let's get that straight.
Number one.
He had an offline hair match before he went out there later.
He looks insane, to be honest with you. Which one was that? That Don
I
Harris?
have no idea.
Come on, you know the fucking Harris.
I think it was Heavy D. It was Heavy D, bro.
If I'm running a show and first off I hear all of this in one segment. I hear Mike Sanders versus the Cat at Sin. I hear Big Ron Harris versus the Cat tonight, and I hear you're bald. Everyone here is fired. Everyone here is fired. And we're figuring something else out because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Dude, somebody took pen to paper and wrote this down and
God
told
damn.
them to do it.
And they did it. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Backstage, Flair is walking with security when
Yes, the boys UFC 1 roster.
well, guess what? A guy that should have been in the UFC walks up, and that's none other than the franchise.
The fucking franchise. Tony's cousin.
Dude, he walks up and says, got my fucking music. There's no
It's
music.
Tony's uncle.
Oh,
Yeah, Tony's uncle.
franchise.
Unc Shane? Unc Shane? No way.
Dude, franchise
bro.
fucking says, what about me? What about the franchise?
You can't just do that. Raven's gone, but come on, bro.
Raven's just a fan of the show. What do I say?
Yeah, you're right. Now hold on one damn minute. I don't know what's going on here anymore. Flair says, I don't care. Franchise versus Sid tonight. Just get away from me. Really, just get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, franchise. Okay, I thought that franchise was the U.S. champion. Because he says, listen, you don't like me and I don't like you, but I can define your commissionership. U.S. title, world title at Sin, never been done, and the franchise is the man to do it. What the fuck was he talking about?
I think he was already booked in a match for the U.S. title, was he not?
Oh, he was going to double wrestle against Hugh Morris?
I don't know that for a fact. What was the U.S. title match at the...
It was Hugh Morris.
Dude, also, Goldberg did that.
First time ever, though.
Well, you know, franchise is saying, who is next?
Goldberg accomplished that feat no more than 3 years ago.
What about Shane Douglas? God damn it.
All right, so first match of the evening, Shannon Moore versus Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Oh, we got some matches on this shit.
I'm surprised by that, too, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so it's a cruiserweight match here. Chavo Guerrero is the cruiserweight champion at this point.
Chavo Guerrero Jr., please.
Junior. They didn't, they got the 3-count song here.
They do have the 3-count song. They forgot to take this one out.
I don't think they care.
I see it a little bit later, and they bring it up a few different times. I think this is the TV feed version. They just cut all the commercials.
Dude, okay, because there's
it has to be. Yeah,
there's like a lower third.
Yeah,
advertising
so
the basketball.
I think they don't got the masters for this episode, and they just got the TV version. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yo, you might be right. But even then, they still usually would do like a shitty job dubbing over a song on top of it.
They dub over a couple songs in this episode,
probably just
I think.
Didn't even remember.
they said, no way we don't own this shitty ass song.
They're like, oh, it's already dubbed. All right, I'm good. Someone already did my job for me.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so Chavo attacks Shane Helms with the cruiserweight belt on Thunder. There's a lot of shit happening on Thunder.
Yeah, I guess they were trying to get people to watch anything. Watch any show that we fucking have, please. Sin is soon.
That's not happening, Chief.
Sin's in 6 days, guys. Yeah, Come on.
Well, we got Chavo versus Sugar Shane Helms at Sin.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, that should be pretty... I'm sure it'll be fun.
That sounds fun, right?
That's a fun. 3 1/4. I'm taking a shot in the win 3 1/4.
I'm gonna go take a look for you.
Yeah, 3 1/4 sounds right.
3.5.
Wow, I'm pretty close though.
Very, very close.
I knew they'd work hard, but I knew it wouldn't be a
sure.
big.
It was the opener, so
yeah. Well, I mean that's a steal the show spot.
I love that spot.
Well, Chavo says, Sugar Shane Helms, I know you're in the back. By the way, Sugar Shane Helms came out and went to commentary with Shannon Moore.
Before Chavo made his entrance.
Well, Chavo says, Sugar Shane Helms, I know you're in the back. And then immediately goes, whoa, you're right here.
Whoa, is that really you?
He says, tonight is a non-title match, but I don't like non-title matches. All right. So
all the while, Shane Helms is also breathing directly into the microphone this whole fucking
blew
time.
himself up on the entrance.
I'm like, fuck, move the shit from your mouth.
So Chavo is putting the belt on the line tonight against Shannon Moore. You know how Chavo explains this?
This is unbelievable, actually. This is 4,000 IQ. I've never heard a smarter wrestler than I've heard right here.
Chavo somehow figures that if he loses to Shannon Moore tonight and loses the title, that Shane Helms does not to get his title match at the pay-per-view, and instead the pay-per-view match will be Chavo versus Shannon Moore at Sin.
Because he becomes the number 1 contender by default because he was the former champion. So in my mind, I was like, oh, Chavo's going to throw here to fuck over Shane Helms.
I thought the same thing.
Chavo, not only does he not even slightly try to come to that, he just beat Shannon Moore.
Well, I don't understand how he comes to be. Who the fuck told him that's how this works?
Mike Sanders, Ric Flair, Vince Russo, Doug Dillinger,
Shane Helms,
Sarge,
Goldberg, Kronik,
B. Peppers.
This pay-per-view is 6 days away. Y'all cannot keep changing the matches.
James, we're telling stories here. You better get on board.
If you read the magazine, you would have known.
Shane Helms is the mandatory challenger for the belt. You can't can't just take his spot.
Rankings.
It also wouldn't.
Work.
Yeah, Tony,
right.
mandatory challengers are a thing. And that's what it was.
That's
If
true.
you lose the title, you become number one contender and you get back in
and
the rankings.
it doesn't
That's
turn
how
to a
works.
triple threat. It just immediately becomes a singles match.
There's no other way around
So
it.
mandatory challenger, number one contender Shane Helms goes down to number 2 after
That's how it works. Yeah.
Correct.
Correct. Now you're on board with WCW 2001. Thank you.
Well, thankfully, Tony, none of that mattered. Any idea or thought about that doesn't matter because it doesn't happen, and it never was.
Well, then why even explain it that way?
Tony, because it's like making you think so they don't have to think.
Oh,
and
so
then,
Chavo can be a fighting champion and he looks good going
Right.
in the
Yes.
physique. I get it.
And
Yeah,
they
I
want
get
to give you the idea that, oh, maybe something will happen here. Maybe Shane Helms will cost his friend the title.
none of that was even like
No, not even implicated.
it. No way.
whatever story they set up. They said, "Don't worry about it. Just have a good
The only
match."
story I hear on this match is Disco Inferno Barry and Shannon Moore saying that.
What did he
I think
say?
he says Shane Helms is better or something like that.
I'm sure he does.
Well, the commentary is Disco Inferno and Shane Helms with Tony Schiavone and Scott Hudson. This is the most fucked up booth of all time.
Nightmare blunt rotation.
So they're off to a hot start here. Shannon Moore goes for a move off in the corner, messes up. Chavo then hits the patented double axe off the ropes.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck happened there? Like, Chavo's on the top rope sitting on it. Shannon Moore
He's
tries
bouncing
to...
on it.
Shannon Moore was trying to bounce on it, James, but he was incapable of doing so. He fucking falls on his head. Trying to
You gotta practice that way, though. It ain't
I don't
easy.
know what happened. It was fucked up, yeah. And then Chavo hit him with the fucking double axe.
For it, too.
That was awesome.
Then Chavo hits his fucking patented finish, the gut kick brain buster.
He put a little stank on it,
Dude,
though.
he killed him with that shit.
Yeah, he put a little
He
stank
said,
on him.
Sid is happening.
Dude, yeah, and I'm winning. I'm going to be on Sid.
Does he win the match?
He does.
But, dude, Shane Helms on commentary told me that the vertebrae would kill him. It would literally kill him.
Maybe he wasn't able to hit it. And if
Or maybe
Shannon
he
Moore
hit it
was
like
able to
3 times. Who knows? Whatever story you think's being told is
that's
not
all.
being told.
You're probably fucking right. If Shannon Moore had hit his patented sleeper slam, which they made a big fucking fuss over in this match, he would have won this one.
In my head, it's the sleeper suplex.
The one and only. Well, it was definitely the one and
I
only.
know it was,
one
and it
and only,
pisses me
yeah.
the fuck off.
But sleeper suplex. Thanks. Shouts out Gunther.
Dude, oh my god, we haven't even.
That was awesome.
We don't
was-
really get a chance to talk about that shit.
No.
but the
No.
fucking
That was
sleeper
awesome.
suplex powerbomb lariat.
It was
Oh
awesome.
my god, bro, that was Shout out the
Restored the
goat.
feeling for a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah. I mean, like, really, that's real shit. And like,
And if
it
you're
sticks
not
out on
doing that,
WWE.
fuck you.
Yeah, it sticks out on WWE because the rest of that shit sucks. You know what I mean? So when
Yeah,
somebody
he's-
breaks out the combo, yeah, that's real wrestling right there.
Spitting.
And if you are a wrestler and you ain't doing combos like that, get
you.
your fucking game up. You're just falling behind. So Chavo retains.
You hear that, students?
Yeah, any students out there, anyone
You're
fucking
shit.
grinding, trying to get your shit up. If you ain't got a 4-move combo, fuck you. You're not working nowhere, buddy.
You're going to hell.
So Chavo retains. Chavo then goes for the brainbuster one more time, but Shane Helms makes a save.
How's his boy?
And then Chavo then tries to rush the ring again behind Shane Helms. Like the camera was broken or something. He couldn't see him.
Well, Chavo is incapable of doing this either because he goes to attack Helms. Helms spots him and then back body drops Chavo over the top to the floor.
And they play 3 counts music after the champion retained. Anyways,
Clean.
we'll beat his ass. Watch it, and please.
No.
Look, Chavo is out of the MIA, all right? He's a real wrestler. Watch the show.
Shane Helms on commentary, by the way, talking about Chavo, he said, oh, he's just trying to goad me. He did the same thing to Jamie Knoble.
He did say Jamie Knoble. Jamie Knoble.
Okay, dude.
So backstage. Okay.
What the
Backstage.
fuck?
That is
What
Kwee-wee.
the fuck is this?
That is fucking Kwee-wee.
Who is this?
Tony.
What are we seeing here? Explain this, please.
Well, I can explain it very easily. That's
Wee-wee, that's Unk. Come on, man.
No, that's Kiwi.
Tony.
Tony's got a lot of hugs.
This is Kwee-wee and Paisley, all right? Kwee-wee and Paisley are
Yes.
they're watching this TV. Who knows what they're watching?
Raw.
I don't know why the fuck they would be watching that last match.
Why the fuck are they even here? What y'all doing here?
They weren't even scheduled for a match tonight.
You're not bugged.
why
You're
are
definitely
you
not.
here?
Are you on fucking Sin? There's no way this guy is on fucking Sin.
No, there's no fucking way, man.
Who? What are you talking about, Kiwi?
Wee-wee and Big Vito probably got a stickball bat on the ball.
Fuck you. I never want to hear about a stickball bat on a pole.
Kwee-wee's not on this show, and it's just Reno against Big Vito.
Yeah, a stickball bat on a pole.
I don't think so. It's just singles. Just singles.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, we got to get there.
Dude,
Storytelling.
by the way, Kwee-wee's just a rip of that SNL character, right? From Chris Kattan.
Oh, yeah. Is that right? Is that what it is?
That's what I always thought. I don't know if that's true or not.
He also wrestled as Alan Funk.
Just so if anyone doesn't know who Paisley is, he mentioned it earlier. It's Charmel,
Yes.
Booker's wife that Kurt Angle tries to have sex with.
Bestiality style.
I think that Kwee-wee should have made
Whatever that means.
a go at that too. You know what I mean?
Well, Booker T?
No, Kurt Angle
Oh, yes. Well, he might have.
should have helped him. Should have helped Booker stop Kurt Angle from having sex with Paisley.
Well, dude, okay, so.
It's like the bloodline.
What?
I don't watch.
I also like the blood.
Tony, I don't watch. I'm just assuming.
Oh, yeah, the story's got so crazy now. It's probably true.
So, even crazier than Queen just existing at all, looking fucking insane here, Mike fucking Sanders walks up to him and he has a piece of paper and he says, "Hey man, I got something for you. Man. You're gonna like
out.
this." What? Yeah.
Check this sheet. That's what he says. To
Oh
him.
yeah,
Check
here's
this
the
sheet
paper.
out.
Yeah, he's check this out. I got something for you. You're gonna like this. And Kwee-wee says, "What do you have for Kwee-wee?" And Mike Sanders hands him a paper, and then he winds back, goes boom,
Punches him in the head.
he punches him right in the head, and goes boom. I said, "What?"
Then Kwee-wee's best friend, Big Vito, he runs out and says, "What?" He says, "Hey, leave my guy alone, you piece of garbage."
He throws a kick at Mike Sanders and he says, "Pick on somebody who can fight." What? He's on the roster.
Leave my guy alone, you piece of garbage.
We set up for the match at the pay-per-view. Big Vito and Mike Sanders, right?
No.
Stickball bat on a pole. That's going to be hot.
Yeah, Vito helps Kwee-wee up and says, "Hey man, we gotta give you some karate lessons." Come on, man.
Dude, that is crazy. This is like my GOAT team, I think. Big Vito and Kwee-wee with Paisley.
Yeah, I think so too. And Paisley. Yeah, that's the new Shield.
That's the bloodline. Sorry, I don't watch.
Kwee-wee, Paisley, and Big Vito.
They are the ones.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge Kwee.
All right, so Ric Flair and Totally Buffed are talking backstage.
This is TNA style.
Peekaboo cam,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can't hear them. Yeah, we don't know what they're saying.
That's cool.
Even the commentators go, "What are they saying?"
They're probably trying to book a card for Sunday.
Yeah, it's like, "God, we got Sin coming up," and Buff's like, "I'm leaving here soon." So is Luger. I don't know what you want us to do here.
We're about to walk out on the goddamn Natural Born Thrillers.
Yeah, we're about to have a shitty ass match. You can beat us, then we ain't coming back. So you let us know. So yeah, we got the Cat versus Ron Harris.
Oh man,
Or Don, I don't know.
This is Ron. Thank you.
Well, by the end
You
of
know.
it, it's both of them. So,
It's Ron and Don, actually.
Both of them.
so last week on Thunder, the Cat beat Reno, which no one can do. No one can beat Reno. So
Well, Reno is based.
oh, okay.
That's what I've written down here.
That took you a lot to muster something. Anything you could say about Reno ever. I couldn't even come
Fuck
up with
you.
that.
He did the fucking roll of the dice, goddammit.
you're right.
He had
I
the fucking...
Yeah, all right.
Even I can't say that nice of a thing about Reno.
So Ron and Don Harris they're both bald now.
Dude,
Yeah, what happened?
he fucking shaved his head before the match.
Did they forget to like pre-tape, or how did this? I swear they taped it later and they just put
grow
a
the hair?
I don't know what the.
Dude, what I think it was, Tony, is that they had to spoon feed this to everybody and make sure that you knew that before he had hair, but now he doesn't have hair, so they're identical to make the twin magic spot mean more.
There's no
That's
way.
what
I'm glad
they
you
did
called
that,
it that,
dumb.
because that's what it is.
It is twin magic, of course.
There is a huge WWF suck sign. Just right,
Cardboard.
Right, cardboard.
only in this match, I feel like.
Probably a bad time.
Yeah, the Cat versus Ron and Don Harris.
You probably don't want to remind me about WWF right now.
I'm not as much channels, you know, a guy like me.
It's a big cardboard. They started b-boying on it after.
So Cat says he's a bad man, but he's not a crazy one.
And he's not the greatest.
No, and Kidman knows that, and Cat knows that Sanders made this match so that Ron and Don Harris could jump him, and he'd be worse off for the Sin pay-per-view match. I want you to remember that exact statement for the post-match with me and Gene Okerlund later.
Yes.
So Cat says, "You guys know you look alike. Are you twins? You two guys look like two baby Frankensteins." Dude, that pissed them off crazy.
Dude, they fucking hate Frankenstein.
What are you so angry for?
Well, they were more mad because he was wrong. It's Frankenstein's a monster that they look like.
Oh, you're right.
Frankenstein was the goddamn doctor.
You remember the rocks that you're like, look at walking around here so angry about the time. That's just funny as hell. Oh,
Dude,
man.
so yeah, Cat tries to plead his case here and then decides to talk shit and get his ass whooped.
Yeah, that's fucking the Cat, man. You know what I mean? This was all about.
He's the greatest.
Trained Eric Bischoff's child in karate or something.
Kicked his ass every week.
So
Gary Bischoff, he trained in karate.
Yeah, I guess.
I never made this
I
connection.
never did either. That's nuts. What the fuck?
Gary Bischoff.
Wes Briscoe
went
too,
karate.
probably.
That's awesome.
So,
Yeah,
is Wes Briscoe the worst ever?
many are saying this.
It's a question that's been keeping me up at night.
I'm gonna make a poll.
Yeah, somebody's got to. Somebody needs to. The answers are out there, man.
Holy shit.
So Harris brothers attack the Cat, and then the Harris brothers pull twin magic, and then they hit the double H bomb. And
Well, please don't forget that Cat hits crotch chops and then the wiggly elbow.
oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed that part.
Well, he did the wiggly elbow. They call it that on commentary. Oh, the wiggly elbow.
Yeah, that's one of Disco's favorite moves.
Well, yeah, so the Cat is stopped by the ref from attacking Ron Harris, who rolls to the floor, and then Don Harris rolls in twin magic style. And then they didn't even need to do this because the ref gets distracted again anyway, and they both just get in and hit their finisher. So none of this was necessary.
They should do a match where the Cat wins, that the Harris bros have to take off their shirts and show their tattoos to the hard cam.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I think that's good. That's
Yeah, that sounds good. Right after they do the hydrogen bomb finishing move.
Yeah.
hydrogen bomb is what it was.
That's what
of
it
course.
was, yes. Versus Crying Baby or whatever. Crying Baby versus
Mr. Beast.
What happened to
Oh,
Mr. Beast, y'all? It's just a little baby Mr. Beast. All right, so backstage, Mean Gene is with the Cat,
Yes.
and he says, well, you look a little worse for wear. You got jumped before your match at the Sin pay-per-view. Yeah, man. I said that earlier. Well, the Cat says he's never been better and starts dancing.
Yeah, he says, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, old man. Let me tell you something. You think you can stop me? Move it, old man. I'm gonna show you how bad I am." He starts fucking dancing. He says, "I'm the greatest of all time," and then he walks like Cook from Texas Chainsaw Massacre out of the shot.
Mean Gene says James
Grandpa.
Brown. I'm not Grandpa. Mean Gene says James Brown has got to be rolling. I thought he meant
James
rolling
Brown-
in his grave.
I'm assuming that's what he meant. James Brown definitely either has just been on this show or is going to be soon.
He was on the show last year at Super Brawl. And James Brown is still alive.
Mean Gene killed him. We should look into this.
Well, backstage, you can see Hugh Morris and Sid, and then you can hear
Three.
the producers say 3,
line.
Let's start the promo here. I wonder how close to segments and matches they recorded this shit.
This is probably live, right?
I don't know.
You think it was just shitty edit? Because in my mind, they
I think
just fucked it up live.
I think it was just shitty edit. You
Okay,
think it was
fair enough.
live? Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I'm giving a little too much credit.
No, I'm assuming WCW didn't have it pre-taped because they didn't know what was going on. Is what I was thinking.
I remember they would, because I remember seeing Bischoff talking to Raven. I think we all saw that one.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was like during a match earlier in the night. So it's like they pre-taped them as the show was happening.
Sure.
We're talking about Eric Bischoff, not Vince Russo, though, because Vince Russo era was a probably different time than Eric Bischoff.
Bischoff was
true.
Bischoff comes. Well, he ain't back yet, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
But he does. But anyways, Hugh Morris is talking to Sid Vicious, which goes to tell you where we're at on this show.
This is General Rection.
Oh, I'm sorry. Or just Rection as the franchise calls it. And Rection says, please save a little bit of the franchise for me at WCW Sin. Do you know we're having a baby this Sunday?
This Sunday. It's Sin this Sunday.
And Sid says, you got it, man. Yeah.
Fucking fist bumps him. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's the coolest guy ever. So we go backstage again. We're never going to get to another match. Jarrett.
No way.
Dude, there's no wrestling for the next like half hour.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. So Jarrett is talking to Steiner and Madeja. Steiner is now pissed about the guitar hit at Starrcade because he was just shown it again.
Starrcade's like a month ago.
Yeah, we got a new pay-per-view coming this weekend, guys. Steiner says he's going to go find Flair because Jarrett does not want to do this match tonight, and neither does Steiner.
Yeah, Jarrett says, it was a mistake, man. And Scott says, you hit me with a guitar. Jarrett says, well, Flair doctored the tape. So Steiner says, I'm going to go find Flair. Okay.
So no match. We go backstage again. The White Boy Army is here. The Natural Born Thrill is
White
in.
Boy Summer.
This is fucking an unreal group of fellas, and they are all in their fucking summer's best right here. It is fucking January.
Sean O'Hare in Punisher beanie and tank top.
Dude, he looks like he could
Punisher
be
shirt and Punisher beanie.
Yeah, combo. Sleeves cut off the shirt. He did not come like that.
Reno's there and he's based.
Reno got that bowling outfit on, man. That is crazy looking.
Bowling outfit's a tremendous way to put that. Fucking Sean fucking Stasiak is just on all the drugs.
Dude, Spring Break 99 outfit, bro. That's the real.
He's insane.
That's that shirt you get from like Walmart or whatever that you think is like real sick when you're like 13. But he's got that shit when he's like 34. So like, he's really about that life.
He's got the glasses on. I think Mark Jindrak's in like a North Carolina jersey.
UNC Baby Blue Jordan
That's
jersey.
what I thought. Yeah.
Represent NCIE. You know it's all about, man. Sorry, Triple H ain't like you, man. You deserve better. So Mike Sanders, of course, he's the commish. And as the commish, and knowing that the venue's probably 135 degrees, he's got to put on the pea coat. He had to put on the pea coat.
He's
got it on, and fresh chin strap going on here. He looks good, man. He really does.
Not bad. Yeah.
Chuck Palumbo's got the Batista white turtleneck on.
He's also mugging the camera every fucking chance he could get.
Well, Mike Sanders says that he has booked the first ever Minnesota Massacre match.
Shockingly, James, I also think it's the last one.
This can't be.
Maybe history will prove me wrong.
Somebody has to book a new one, and it's not DPW. Don't even say
fucking
it.
ask us.
Somebody else can do it.
No way.
But, someone else has to do it.
We will gladly pass it on to somebody else.
So Kwee and Big Vito, of course, are gonna face off. That's what I thought it was at first. When I first watched it, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna have Kwee and Big Vito face off against everyone in the Natural Born Thrillers." It was a little different, I guess. Maybe it was supposed to be like that originally.
So that is what it was meant to be.
Yeah, you're right.
So Kwee and Big Vito were supposed to face off against randomly selected opponents.
Yes, and in this envelope, I have randomly selected opponents, like fucking Mr. B's video style, from the dark web.
And if these randomly selected opponents get anyone to interfere, they will be fined and killed.
Yeah, subject to fines, penalties, anything. What else? What else is there? Oh, okay. Shit.
Well, Mean Gene says, well, it sounds like to me you're abusing your commissioner powers. And I, for one, hope CEO Ric Flair is watching. And then Mike Sanders says, Gene, one more thing. And then he points to Sean Stasiak. And Sean Stasiak says, hey, don't worry about it.
Got him. Fucking got
that
him.
That is like their thing. Don't worry about it. The Natural Born Thrillers, don't worry about
it. Gotcha.
Yeah, White Boy's fucking killing it. And Reno.
No, we're not going to no match. We go backstage.
In the Kronik room.
Yeah, Totally Bumped is talking to Kronik. And Luger says that when he was talking to Flair in passing, he said, yeah, you should do Goldberg and Sarge versus Kronik. And Kronik says, what the hell? Why'd you say that?
I don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to fucking wrestle. They were upset about being booked.
And Kronik says, well, you know the deal, man. You get the cash in the hand, little man. You know, you put the cash in here.
The APA thing that they came up with.
This is not the APA, man. They do not drink.
They smoke weed and lots of it.
They've
all
never
the time.
once done that ever.
Always.
Well, Luger says, no, man, this is a WCW sanction match, so there's no cash involved.
Sorry, guys.
That is crazy to say.
No cash. Yeah, no cash. You don't get paid for this shit.
And I think it was Brian Adams as they're walking away. He says, what are you doing booking our matches anyways?
It was.
Shut the fuck up. You go out there and you wrestle tonight.
Yeah, would you go goddamn wrestle and stop being a pain in the ass? You're wrestling Goldberg and Sarge, and you're going to fucking put them over if we want you to. God damn it. This is also where Buff mentions that Kronik was the tag team voted team of the year in the magazine. Number one.
That's pretty big news.
Yeah, you think so?
Yes. I mean, all the people that were in it probably, the tag team
fuck
division
else is in the running? Yeah.
pretty good. Totally
Goldberg and Sarge.
I voted Kwee and Vito. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, there's a lot of hot ones. So Lance Storm versus Kidman is up next.
Fuck yeah, we get a match, right?
And it's
right away.
And it's a good one. And I was very happy with this. I thought this was probably my favorite match of the night.
Thank fuck for these two.
I know, for real.
Yeah, right.
So Storm comes out with Elix Skipper, Mike Awesome, and Major Guns.
Mike Awesome in gold chain, sunglasses, fucking jeans. Elix Skipper also in sunglasses. Major Guns in
titties.
Yeah. Major.
So last Thursday on Thunder, Mike Awesome in Canada flag shirt attacks Conan.
Yeah, Conan and primetime Elix Skipper are arguing backstage. Primetime shoves him, runs away, and Mike Awesome is waiting around the corner, cartoon style, to attack him.
And then, fucking flag shirt. If you didn't know he was in Team Canada, there you go.
Flag jumpsuit. Yeah. And then the Filthy Animals, after that, to get retribution, run to the ring after Team Canada's match on Thunder on Wednesday. And then they point to the Tron, where the Filthy Animals have spray painted the Team Canada bus. Why did every fucking faction in this company have a school bus?
There's a school bus too, which makes it crazy.
All of them had a school bus.
There's a school bus? Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I don't know.
God damn it.
So Lance Storm comes out with everybody, he cuts a promo. He says, "Can I be serious for a moment?" Which I always liked. I thought that was cool.
It got over.
Yeah, it did. Until Stone Cold had enough of that shit in WWF. And he said,
I'm going to ruin some careers tonight, son. I'm
going to make you go work in New York. How about that, buddy?
I showed up late and I'm going to do what I want.
So Lance Storm announces that there will be a Canadian penalty box rules match. Okay.
When's that?
I don't know. Sin, I guess. could be anywhere, honestly.
They're definitely just firing off as much as possible. There is no fucking card for this pay-per-view until this show.
No way.
That's unbelievable.
If anyone's wondering what the rules are, they have to go into a penalty box if they cheat for 60 seconds.
Okay.
They should also have a ladder and you have to hang the belt up.
You should have to. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Anyway, nasty, filthy, dirty.
Dude, I love the way they did this, where they did the Canadian national anthem. And I couldn't believe it because I've seen this so much. Where Lance Storm does the head turn at the music segment.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, that is so awesome. So they have the anthem playing and then the Filthy Animals music hits and Lance Storm's head turn is so fucking thought out. It's so well done.
It's great. I fall for it every time, and I pop for somebody interrupting it every single time.
It's fucking awesome. And the Filthy Animals come out, and I love this fucking team because they're just boys. It's just fucking chilling. You know what I mean? Like, we're having a good time out here, man.
And Disco's not in it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and Conan literally gets on the mic to bury Disco and then leave.
Dude, you're right. On commentary,
yeah,
not even
walks
house
over
mic.
to commentary. Only Disco can hear it.
Dude, Conan says, he gets on commentary and says, "Disco, you're a disgrace to our race, our profession, and our gender. And Tony, I've been out here before, and Disco, you found new ways to be stupid."
Yeah.
And he does get out of here.
So Mike Awesome throws a chair to Lance Storm. He sets it up in the corner, and the match kind of plays around that. Like, who's going to use this first?
Right.
Kidman does a head scissors that Storm turns into a fireman's carry into a Finley roll, which was
awesome. Yeah.
Storm goes for a springboard. Kidman drop kicks him out of midair. Fantastic, like
dope.
early 2000s cutoff. Like that is like, or even like a little hope there for Kidman. Like it's a very good spot. I don't know if it works so much anymore. Like I was thinking about it when I saw it. Like,
yeah,
I feel like I've seen it in I think I've seen it in DPW, and I was a little surprised that like people didn't like super pop for it.
Sure, yeah.
Because I think it's just as time passes and we move on and stuff.
Sure,
like things like that fall behind. But for early 2000s, fucking drop kick, yeah, that's sweet. I think Jericho still does it, or Jericho likes to get cut off like that, or something like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
I feel like I see that quite a bit. But
I think they just did that with Aussie Open. I think.
Oh, is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
So Kidman does his comeback, which is a backdrop drop kick, bulldog falls into the sky high, which I thought was awesome.
That is fucking awesome. I'm also very proud that you got the sky high right.
Yeah, well, I had to think about it. It's like
sky high is correct though.
And I'll be damned, we got a Pier 6 brawl on the outside. Everyone's fighting.
This cursed ass episode.
Sorry, yeah, we had a whole issue there where Erno went out and all that shit. But
we're back.
I thought
back.
It was a good
getting this
segue.
episode, motherfuckers. You're getting this fucking podcast this week.
Now it's a Pier 6 brawl on the outside. Everyone's fighting.
Everybody, hell yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, Tigress and Major Guns are catfighting out there. And then in the ring, Lance Storm goes to powerbomb Kidman, which you do not do.
You can't do it.
You just fucking can't powerbomb Kidman. Kidman, of course, blocks it, throws him over, and catches him with the Kid Crusher, which is the unprettier. Tamikaze, whatever you want to call it.
This was awesome.
It was fun. It
was
Great fun.
TV match.
Great TV match. And you know what, man? Despite whatever this fucking weird gimmick is, I would love to see whatever they're doing at the pay-per-view with this match. That's the one match so far that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I mean, they took all the pieces here. There's a lot of moving parts, whatever this is. And they came out with a great match. They came out with a great match for it. Everything made sense. Fucking sweet finish. Everyone got involved. They got the angle over the pay-per-view. You really couldn't ask for... There's only about 8 people that know what they're doing here on the show, and they're all in this segment, so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, somehow they've only nailed it with one angle and one match for the pay-per-view thus far.
So Nitro will air on Tuesday next week.
Holy shit, dude, delaying the show?
Well, because of fucking Monday Night Football. That's what we delayed the show for.
I was watching the fucking Eagles, bro, and they won. Fuck you.
Yeah, goddamn Panthers ain't won a game. They lost all the preseason games, lost the week 1.
From 2001 until now.
16, man. We got that one Super Bowl loss.
That's true. That's true.
So we got Shane Douglas versus
the fucking
versus Sid Vicious.
Come on, that's Unk. Unk
franchise.
I will not call him Oos. He is not my Oos.
The Unkizer.
Fred Junker.
So last week on Thunder, a brawl happened where Shane Douglas helped the Natural Born Thrillers attack somebody, totally buffed. I don't know, MIA.
It was MIA. It was MIA.
Okay.
It was supposed to be MIA versus Thrillers, but then it fell apart and Franchise got involved and cheap shotted General Erection and then ran away.
God damn music.
He shits on Minnesota. He says, you don't like me any more than I like being in this hellhole you call a city, and I don't get paid by the hour, so I take Sid Vicious tonight and start making history. And after I franchise his ass, my old friend Ric Flair will be forced to put me in the 4-way title match at Sin. And don't worry, Rection. That's what he's, don't worry, Rection. I haven't forgotten about you and my gold you wear around your waist, which is the U.S. title. I haven't forgotten about that. So tonight it's Sid, then a 4-way title match I will win at Sin, and then it's time for you, Rection, to get your ass franchised. So is that the order of events?
What?
Sid 4-way main event title match at fucking Sin, and then U.S. title match against General Rection.
Yeah, it's the second main event, dumbass.
Okay.
How about you shut the hell up and get your ass franchised?
I have been so far.
It's time for you, Rection, to get your ass franchised.
I'm gonna franchise Rection.
I be telling my meat that all the time.
Listen here, Rection.
Time to get your ass franchised. Now come here. I haven't forgotten about you.
Yeah. Hulk says that to me all the time.
Nah, come on, no. This
Sorry.
can't happen, no.
Dude, Sid Vicious is in jeans. That's all that fucking matters
Let's
here.
fucking
He's
go.
in the jeans. That's right, Tony. Jean shorts. He's fired the fuck up.
He's here to
gonna
murder
hurt somebody.
Shane Douglas.
Yeah, he's
Let's
gonna hurt
go.
somebody. Tony.
This erection is about to get franchised.
He's
Game
about
over.
to get ootied.
Nah, for real. So Shane Douglas, he takes a chain from his trunks. Real crazy style in this match. by
This
the
was
way.
definitely him about to franchise his shit in public.
Yeah, for real. And well, Sid just kicks his ass instead. I was so confused here.
What happened to the chain?
Shane Douglas takes a chain out of his trunks, going in and goes, "Oh shit, that is the chain." And you guys know what happens when the chain comes out.
Shane Douglas.
And then Sid Vicious kicks his fucking ass.
Even stranger, James, I don't know what. If this is Shane, the fucking franchise. He always does this, but he loads up the chain, and his next course of action is Irish Whip.
Well, he's got to go to the franchisor. Come on.
Yeah,
Irish
come
Whip
on.
style. Yeah, Irish Whip Sid. Sid counters it and then just boots him in the head, and we never see the chain again.
Dude, boot leg drop. Fucking
Leg drop, too.
Singles
Yeah.
for the choke slam. Franchise pokes him in the eyes and then tries to hit the franchiser.
Why didn't he hit him with the chain?
Well, he dropped the fucking chain. He said,
Oh,
oops,
fuck.
damn, I ain't got that no more.
Yeah, I poked him. Goes for the franchiser on Sid, but Sid says, I am never, ever fucking taking whatever this fucking shit is
He
here.
never even asked what his finish is or how to take it. He doesn't even know what it is.
Because I'm not.
He thought he was trying to bear hug him or some shit.
What you doing, little bro?
So Sid blocks it and choke slams him. And then Sid power bombs him. And the next world and US champion somehow did win this match.
That's strange.
Weird.
That's fucking weird.
Dude, franchise
he
didn't even
deserved.
get he didn't even get to cheat.
No, he didn't get to cheat. Then Sid hits him with a chokeslam, which was over enough. The crowd was very happy with this. And Sid says, "Yo, want a power bomb?" And he hits him with a power bomb too, and then gets the win.
Well, it would have been just the choke slam, but he tried to hit the franchiser. Sid took that disrespect.
And I took that personally.
So after the match, Steiner and Jarrett come out and attack Sid, throw him into the crowd, and then I think Steiner started choking him on top of the fans.
Okay, yeah, they throw him in the railing. I don't think Sid was meant to spill over it. He fucking falls over the railing. Steiner is holding his leg on the rail as he's upside down, and Jarrett is leaning over the rail, goozling him, throwing punches at his face.
It's fucked up, man.
This is an insanely disrespectful beatdown
The
here.
franchise should have joined in and started choking him.
Franchise somehow would have got beat up too. by
That
all
would
of
have
them.
taken. They should start choking him too. They turn and look at him. What the fuck is this? Start beating his ass. So we go backstage. Mean Gene is interviewing Ric Flair.
Mean! By God, Gene.
Well, he misses those days because now
does.
all he has to deal with is this bullshit all night. He just wants to say mean by God Gene.
I gotta book goddamn matches and I gotta deal with Mike, goddamn above average Mike Sanders.
Flair says it. By the way, in that fucking main event tonight that I booked, at Jarrett and Steiner, they take it easy tonight. I'm suspending both their asses. And I'm stripping Steiner of the title.
I like that shit.
Yeah, I like
If
that.
You take it easy,
That's good
you get
mentality.
suspended.
You get your ass out the door.
And Paul Orndorff's gonna fucking kick your fucking ass.
So the Canadian penalty box match, of course, needs a special ref.
Well, because
Why?
of course, James. Tony, there's gonna be probably blood and broken bones in this.
That is crazy. How
That
did
is
you
just
come
a
to that
normal match.
conclusion?
If you break the rules, you just go to a box.
No, Flair doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He just heard Canadian. He said penalty box match. He said, "I gotta put this over huge. Someone's gonna die in this thing."
Oh yeah, he said back in my day when we did gimmicks, we bled and shit. I don't know what y'all do nowadays. I don't know what the fuck it says. So yeah, the special guest referee is Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, USA! Fuck yeah, Tim. Fuck you, Canada.
Fuck you.
bitch. First off, awesome. You know what you got yourself into. Second, Elick. Alec, I've had bigger lunches than you and Lance Storm. You may be the greatest technical wrestler in the sport today, but you can't fight a lick. And if somebody pulls somebody wrong and breaks the rules, I'll personally put him in the belly box. Tough guy. Oh.
This is the most fucked up guy in the history of wrestling. There has never been. This is actually three of the most fucked up dudes I've ever seen in my life.
Mean Gene
all
Flair
in the same room.
Jim Duggan.
Immediately after he says, "Oh," Ric Flair goes, "Woo!" What the fuck is going on here?
Is this where he joins Team Canada?
I don't know where it's at, honestly. Because he shaves his fucking face, man. What'd you do that for?
Shaves
you
his
fucked up idiot. Look at this guy.
Dude, it happens at fucking Fall Brawl. We might have already seen this on
Holy
Patreon. What a great gimmick, though. The guy, I mean, that's right up there with Sergeant Slaughter being friends with Saddam Hussein.
Well, that sounds about right.
Teaming with Lance Storm and signing with Canada is just like being friends with Saddam Hussein.
So next up, we got the Terry Funk Town Hall.
This is somehow the longest segment on the show.
Well, I don't know if Terry Funk is supposed to talk or not, but he's going to.
At least not for this fucking long.
Well, he's the WCW Hardcore Champion. The gimmick right now is that Bischoff doesn't like Terry Funk and doesn't think he should be the champion as shit. And he wants him to not be the Hardcore Champion, but
he wants him to not be here at all.
Because he's old and he thinks he's old. He's an old timer that's living way past his glory days, but he keeps fucking winning these matches.
That's funny that he's old here.
He's been old like his whole career.
That's his legendary run as being old forever.
So he starts off, this might be the greatest way to start a segment ever. Hey!
Hey, I got my fucking attention.
Hey,
attention.
I was like, all right, what's up? Hey. Hey, no, I hear you, bro.
Hey, how's it going?
Terry Funk wants some real goddamn competition.
Yeah, I don't want to fight no pussies like Crowbar.
That is crazy.
Crowbar's a bitch.
He's facing Crowbar in pay-per-view. Crowbar is a nobody.
I hate Crowbar. I don't want to be like Crowbar. If I don't want to fight, if I keep wrestling dudes like Crowbar, I'm gonna be like Crowbar, and I don't want that shit. That is his whole fucking promo, just burying Crowbar.
So Terry Funk wants to fight the following people for the hardcore title: Goldberg, Scott Steiner, DDP, Mango, Jingo,
Bingo,
ugly guy with monkey face.
What?
And he hasn't get any of those fucking guys.
No.
And Crowbar comes out here.
Oh, god damn it, Crowbar, why?
Well, he's had enough of Funk's crap, and Daphne's here to play with sparklers.
She is going to town on the fucking sparklers. She's fucking
Stick out her
dancing around.
tongue and play with sparklers, yeah.
Did no one tell these dudes that, like, when Crowbar's trying to cut, like, you know, when it's like whatever, tongue in cheek, but when Crowbar's trying to pour his heart out, the Daphne fucking emoting in the back of sparklers,
sticking her tongue out,
might not be the best.
Like, this feels like it was meant to be Crowbar, like, legitimizing himself and on. Daphne, la la la, love you.
Tongue and emote, fucking sparklers in the back.
He's like, I fucking loved you, Terry. Fucking I idolized you, and I was bound by the wrist and beaten half to death, but I stood toe to toe to you. La la la.
All right.
You. So yeah, Daphne's behind him fucking around. He's pouring his heart out. All the while, Terry Funk's response is, "You should look up to me. You suck."
I do not think that Terry Funk was supposed to talk here, but Crowbar left
either.
like a wild open, like he said like, I used to idolize you, Terry Funk, and then like he like forgot what he was supposed to say next. So Terry Funk says, "Oh, you should idolize me."
Yeah, look at you. Look at you. You should, you fucking idiot. I started ECW. I'm the most extreme wrestler in the United States today. Ask these people. And then Crowbar starts to like try to pick up his promo. He says, "Look, I looked up to you. You were a legend, and I thought you were timeless. But the truth is, you're old school, and I represent everything that's a threat to you." La la la.
La, la, la. Boosh. Sin is in 6 days. Boosh.
So loud, the Sin
Basketball.
logo pops up.
Tony, you're right. It explodes onto the screen.
Crowbar is
It's so
taking.
loud. Crowbar's cut like his Kane Dewey promo or something, and he's like,
It's a Hall of Fame
getting
speech.
buried. Yeah.
Crowbar is taking nothing but
Sin,
L's.
6 days away.
It's a rough night for Crowbar.
Kick this guy's ass.
Oh, my
and Viking
goodness.
goes not tweeting about this guy. I'm
No,
fucking proud
no
of
fucking
that.
way, man. He's tweeting about Sin. Okay, so this is where it gets even crazier. So now Crowbar is really pouring his heart out here.
He's sitting down.
And Daphne is now emoting even harder than she was before.
He's
Full
like, you could've-
tongue out crazy.
Yes, James. Like at first, it wasn't as noticeable because Crowbar was like just standing there. He sits down in a chair, and Daphne's above him, waving two sparklers around.
So Crowbar says that he will beat Terry Funk and Sin and become the leader of the new Hardcore Evolution.
All right.
And then Funk says maybe he'll take the Hardcore torch and stick it straight up your candy ass.
If you smell it,
no,
what the fuck is cooking? It should have been a mic drop and music play. You know, I'm going to be leader of the new Hardcore Revolution. Mic drop.
No,
music
no,
play.
Tony,
No,
you're
I'm
right.
gonna-
But you know what? Crowbar fucking sucks because Crowbar
He does
rushes the
fucking
ring.
suck.
Crowbar rushes the
Oh,
ring.
you're right. And you know what Terry Funk does?
He just leaves.
He runs
He
away.
leaves the ring.
Terry
Yeah,
Funk
I'll
is 95 years old.
He couldn't get to the ring in time. Yeah, he runs away. I'll be there. Don't you worry about it. And then all of a fucking sudden, Terry Funk talking shit on the floor on the mic to Crowbar, who's now in the ring. Then Terry Funk turns around and gets hit in the head with a wooden chair by Meng. Fucking.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, dude. He hits him in the head with a chair. Funk says, "Is that the best you got?" Meng drops the chair and then puts Funk in the Tongan death grip. So he has him in this fucking submission that kills you. Daphne tries to run at Meng, hits Meng in the head with a chair. Meng's response to this is kicking Daphne in the face. Fucking annihilates her. She falls. Then Crowbar goes to hit Meng with a wooden chair, and Meng punches through the chair and puts Crowbar in the Tongan death grip. So Tongan death grip through a chair on Crowbar, regular on Funk. He lays them both out and kills them. It is unbelievable.
How does Ming not win at the pay-per-view, right? He has to win, right? 100%.
He does.
Okay, so this was supposed to be Crowbar's coming out, and then Ming just waffle stomps the shit up both of them.
Both
Dude,
of them.
and then he talks shit on the mic. He says, "You and you, if you want this, come and take it from me." And he leaves with the fucking hardcore title. So yes, Tony, Meng beats Crowbar and Terry Funk for the WCW Hardcore Championship at Sin. And then a couple weeks later, he is in the fucking Royal Rumble as champion.
As hardcore champion.
Yes,
yeah.
he's still champion.
You know what's maybe okay. Do you know what's crazy is that I feel like if you really look back at it and you look at a lot of the Russo writing and shit from especially this era,
Sure.
there was no thought into like who gets over in the end.
Who is made from this?
They were just stories that were stories, and it's like because like this could have very easily been Crowbar's coming out. It could have been like
could have been.
You
It
know,
was a
like
good
if you
promo.
okay,
I
like
thought it was decent.
yeah, Funk's had his run right, and like this is a young guy that we're putting a lot behind. Daphne's
the promo
over.
actually wasn't bad.
No,
No,
I mean
it
it
was probably
wasn't.
the best promo he's ever done in
No,
his career.
it was
You know?
for Crowbar.
Right.
It was fucking fantastic. Yeah, you're right, Tony.
It was his Austin 316 promo. That's what it was for Crowbar.
That's fucked up to say, Tony. That is fucking unbelievable to say.
It is though. This was it. This
is the new hardcore revolution.
I guess you're right. Yeah, they're
If
supposed to
Crowbar was
lead
gonna
them
get to that
through
next level, this was it.
2001.
So instead, they just put on Meng and he leaves.
And they fucking not.
He
Yeah.
goes to WWF.
Crowbar's probably the fall guy in that fucking match, too. Not only does he not win, he gets beaten by the guy he wasn't cutting a promo on, and then that guy leaves.
So when Terry Funk loses the hardcore belt, does he get fired or what happened there? I don't even know.
How many people that weren't over got over from this stuff? Like, because obviously when he wrote
Reno.
stuff, all right.
Oh, sorry.
No, what I'm saying is like when you look back at it, and you know how
Russo
many
era?
guys, how many guys that weren't already over actually got over.
Lance Storm
And I mean
was
like
super over.
over, not like they
like
did
a
well,
like they got pushed to the main event.
Like
Oh, sure. Nobody, right?
Because a lot of guys might have, like Lance Storm, you mentioned, did well almost in spite of the things that he was told.
I mean, they pushed him to the moon though. They gave him like all the belts, made the Canada fast.
That's Russo's claim. I gave you all the belts, bro.
The Russos.
He was wrestling erection. He was wrestling cock, the wrestler. Boner.
We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk
Gave
about
you all the belts, bro.
And you're wrestling dick, the cock, every week.
What's the problem, bro?
Booker T. Oh wait, that was in spite of everything. He should have been champion a million times a year.
Okay, all right. You know what? All right. Well, here's the thing. Booker was already over, and like, was he going to get the world title? I don't know, but Russo was going to give it to him either way.
Sure.
But I feel like Booker was already over. Like, was there anyone from that era that like
came up
step by step
yeah.
got over? But maybe he wasn't even there long enough to make some.
That's what I mean. I don't know how long of a thing, but because I mean, they like. Obviously,
well, here was your fucking go right here. You could have got crowbar.
Well, they also, they tried it with fucking Billy Kidman. They had him beat Hogan. They were
the Natural Born Thrillers. They tried it with.
There was guys they did it with that they were like, oh look, hey, we're trying. But I don't know how much they really thought that they were next up.
Right. Okay.
Well, Kronik, they got Kronik.
Dude, Kronik. You know what's funny, Tony? Is like Kronik forcefully took themselves being over.
There was no choice in the matter.
Or we're going to kick your ass.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. Yeah, we're going to win tonight unless someone else wants to say something about it.
Yeah, we'll hurt all of your fucking talent unless you put us over.
You see Brian Adams' fucking juices running out of his arms. His chest is leaking. Brian Adams' chest is leaking.
Bomb. The fuck are you going to say to Atom Bomb?
That is so funny, man. Kronik is the most fucked up team of all time. What a run, man. They bullied the whole roster into putting him over, and they go to WWF and Undertaker gets them both fired.
Fuck you.
Go to Heartland Wrestling, you dumb bastard.
They tried to do the same thing to Taker and Kane, and Taker just fucking shits in their bag and sends them packing.
That's so fucking funny, man. Wow, holy shit. So, all right. So let me ask you guys this. What the fuck is this next part?
Okay, this is, I think, lends credence to this is a TV version of this, James, and not the Masters. Because I think this is a genuine paid for by Jimmy Hart commercial that they thought was a part of the show.
Okay.
And they just left it in.
I thought it was like Jimmy Hart trying to get new people in a group. Like it was like a, hey, Daddy, I'm looking for new people to manage.
Because he's talking about fucking radio station people, isn't he? Kronik.
Yeah, he's basically so he's going on like a tour to like promote wrestling or something, and he wants.
Well, let's lay it out for everybody. So
okay, sure.
What happens here is it goes to commercial, and then we get the following announcement is paid for by the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
NWO style for some reason.
Yeah, and then it's just Jimmy Hart says,
greatest wrestling manager, and it's time for you all the DJs to shut your big mouths and listen to my challenge, Daddy. You don't like the way I dress? You think I got a big mouth? Well, baby, get in line. Join Jimmy Hart's tour stop. What?
Well, yeah, I was like, what the hell does that mean?
I had to rewind that like 3 times. I didn't know what a tour stop was. There's a chance to prove you are somebody. Quit hiding behind your microphone and step into my megaphone. This is paid for by Jimmy Hart's committee to promote wrestling.
I just remember what this was. This was,
wait, what?
Remember he had the match with the DJ? Jimmy Hart had the...
Man-cow.
Man-cow. It's the Man-cow angle.
This was the fucking build to Man-cow match?
I don't know when the Man-cow angle actually... No, the Man-cow happened in 2000.
Oh, yeah, the Man-cow already happened.
Oh,
You're
maybe
right.
that happened, and they're like, oh, that was okay.
Let's do it again.
Let's do another one, yeah.
Yeah, like, I genuinely think this was something that was not meant to be kept in.
Oh, okay.
I think this was like a shoot commercial.
I think Jimmy Hart's doing his own angles, trying to get himself over on TV and just giving them to the producers or something.
Well, Kronik has fucking something to say
Dude,
about
Kronik
that.
has so many things to say. None of it's good, I'll tell you that. So it shows an empty commissioner's office, but then a white hand comes in and replaces an envelope in a suit jacket that's hanging up.
Was that Mike Sanders' suit jacket?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess this was the list of people in the Minnesota Massacre match.
Holy shit, man! How could this fucking happen?
I think that's a production error. That's just a production error. They didn't mean to leave that in.
That was also not supposed to be there.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
3.
So next up, we get Kronik versus Sarge and Goldberg.
That's Sarge Wayne Bruce. Thank you,
dude. Wayne Bruce, not Bruce Wayne. Wayne Bruce.
Dwayne. Is it Dwayne
bat.
Bruce?
Is it Dwayne? Is it Dwayne?
Wait, it's Dwayne the Rock.
Dwayne Bruce.
Sergeant
Sarge
Bruce Wayne.
Wait a minute. I've never seen Batman. I've never seen Batman and Dwayne Bruce
Sergeant
in the same
Jim
room.
Gordon.
Sarge Batman.
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
That's Sergeant Dwayne to you. He served longer than you did.
Don't talk about that in Minnesota.
I'm in the crowd. You will not disrespect Sergeant Dwayne.
He fought alongside me on the Lake Titicaca.
Who will be wrestling later tonight?
Lake Titicaca.
Do you know what
That's Pee-wee's partner.
Dwayne Bruce's other name was?
I can't imagine,
The
Tony.
Rock.
Rocky Maivia.
La Roca.
It was Jack Boot.
Jack Boot.
Jack
Dude, fuck
Boot.
this fucking idiot, man.
Sergeant dipshit. So this is very funny that Sarge
Dwayne
trained
on these nuts.
Sarge trained Kronik, and then Kronik bullied the shit.
And fucking kicked his ass, broke his arm. Fuck you, little
I just
guy.
want to mention here that Kronik is fucking letting off rad poison in the air.
Dude, that is chronic smoke. Come on,
Dude,
bro.
Fallout New Vegas meters are going off all over the place. Brian Adams' body fat percentage is -3.
Dude, he is fucking chiseled. And dude,
How is he more ripped than Brian Clark?
Brian Clark is also dripping juice, but somehow not as big as Brian Adams. Yeah, so on Wednesday, Goldberg was going to help Sarge, who was getting jumped in the ring, but Kronik attacked him with a lead pipe and loaded him into a crate, and then forced somebody to drive him out of the building on a forklift.
Why did they do this to Goldberg?
Because they fuck Sarge Bruce Wayne.
Would you whatever. What?
Stop. You're asking questions that don't need answers.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so Goldberg and Brian Adams meet on the ramp. I just want you guys to understand this. So you know Goldberg, what he looks like, and he's a pretty big chiseled guy. He looks like a fucking bitch next to Kronik. I just want to make sure we understand that.
Goldberg must have got his ass beat by them many times because he he's super light on them. He lets them get up on him. Both of them kick his ass. He looks like a little kid.
Dude, Brian Clark and Brian Adams are so tan. It's like Goldberg looks like Sheamus next to these dudes. It's fucking crazy,
like
man.
shit, bro.
He looks
He
like
does.
Goldberg.
Goldberg looks like somehow Goldberg was like he's always had a fantastic look.
He's also like off his game in this match too. He's like fucking fumbling and stumbling.
He's
and
afraid of the
falling
Kronik.
Dude, Goldberg
Dude, that's
fumbling
right.
and
Smoke.
stumbling.
Kronik.
Tony, this can't be.
This is my deadlock -10 match of the night. Where I went back and watched it
the rest
again.
of the show earlier.
This is so fucked up, bro.
Went back to the Kwee segment. Where you
No,
going? Get back here.
No. I watched the match, then -10 to watch it again because it was so
Oh,
crazy.
you watched it twice.
Pay respect to Unk.
Gotta go check on Unk again, see what he's doing.
Oh,
Dude,
no, this
that's
match is
probably what
fucked
Kronik
up,
also
bro.
said in the back. Goldberg looks like shit, guys. Put us on.
He told that to Russo.
And he agreed.
Goldberg looks like shit, man. Look at us.
He agreed.
Yeah, he agreed because he was going to say, I'll kill you. He disagreed.
Vince Russo feared for his life. He's getting high-timed in the back.
Holy shit, man. Brian Adams and Goldberg is like, this is going to be the
Holy
worst
shit.
shit.
Goldberg should have put them, Goldberg should have, buddied up to him. Imagine that trio. It's like the Bloodline. I haven't watched it.
Dude, yeah, I don't watch, but I hear
Goldberg
a lot,
joined
a lot.
Kronik? That'd be awesome.
Goldberg and Kronik, the new bloodline. Get it? Because it's, you know.
Oh,
Dude,
yes.
Brian fucking Clark, Brian Adams, Goldberg, and Sarge.
Let's not get
Bill
anything twisted
Goldberg.
here. Brian Adams sucks. Let's not get crazy here.
Yeah, the legend Brian Clark, though,
But-
come on.
Brian
Well,
Clark's
sucks
base
is
god.
Goldberg. Goldberg
Goldberg
sucks
also
here.
sucks, and I'm going to tell Vince Russo about this
Vince
later.
Russo thinks that.
I will give a little credit to Brian Adams here, though, because he does hit little baby Sarge, Bruce Wayne, with the mother effing bomb. Jim Gordon.
You hit Sarge with what?
The mother effing bomb,
In
brother.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
You disrespect a fellow Navy SEAL. You fuck.
Have you seen that Gruber?
You
Fuck. I fucking can't fucking stand fucking MacGruber. Dude, Sarge goes to... Brian Adams tries to suplex Sarge. Sarge fights out of it, lands on his feet, and then DDTs Brian Adams. Brian Adams is about to fuck you up, brother.
Dude, don't do that to Brian Adams.
Goldberg gets tagged
Dude,
and he starts
can we
fucking up
talk
Kronik.
1 second, one
Yes,
second.
please, please.
The DDT is the most fucked up thing
It's
I've ever
insane.
seen in my life.
It's so
It's supposed to
crazy.
be one fluid motion, and Sarge sucks.
Dude, Brian Adams fucking suplex Sarge DDT, worst ever DDT into the worst hot tag ever to Goldberg, ever.
Dude, immediately Goldberg starts fucking up Kronik, and they've had enough. Brian Adams hits the fucking meltdown on Goldberg. It's not even his move. He just fucking... he just steals his boy's move. He said, fuck this. Fucking meltdowns Goldberg. Goldberg's dead.
Commentary says, golly.
Yeah, they put over huge on commentary. Holy shit.
That's what I said. I went, holy shit, they beat the fuck out of Goldberg.
You guys have to see the visual difference between Goldberg and Kronik. It's literally crazy.
Dude, watching him get hit with the meltdown by Brian Adams, like, that was grounds to fire Goldberg.
He never recovered after that.
It's insane.
Russo saw that and said, what the fuck?
We gotta turn this guy heel.
Holy.
Get this guy the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, get this bald little bastard out of here, bro.
Holy shit. Dude, Kronik literally packed this man's whole career up and going to match.
smoked him, yeah.
Dude, Kronik go to high times him and wedge him crazy.
Holy shit. Wow.
Oh,
Man.
And then they
that meltdown is the best thing I've ever seen Goldberg take in my life.
Dude, they make a pact here to make Goldberg look as bad as possible. Look at these spears, bro. Look, Brian Adams.
Yeah, you look like shit.
Dude, Brian Adams looks an elbow down butt spear.
Yeah, Goldberg kicks Brian Clark in the face, falls on his ass, gets up and hits a shitty spear on Brian Adams. Then Brian Clark jumps Goldberg. Goldberg counters, leapfrog, spears him. On the outside, as Goldberg's finally getting a spear-to-spear comeback, Totally Buff is whooping Sarge's ass on the floor.
It's so loud. Like Buff and Lex are like screaming. Sarge is getting hurt. His cast is getting broken.
Goldberg is not paying
just
attention.
does
He
not
can't see
care.
it. He can't see it. How is this possible? He
He's,
can't see it.
he's in Goldberg mode.
No. The meltdown
He's gotta
activated
be.
Goldberg mode.
He gave him a concussion and put him right into
Dude,
it.
Sarge did nothing but fucking take a shit ass DDT to my man and then got his ass kicked
What
on the
the
outside.
fuck is he here?
Dude, I have no fuck. Because Kronik wanted to bully him. They said, Russo, bring Sarge in.
Kronik asked.
Kronik asked for Sarge so they can kick his fucking ass. And they told Russo if they don't bring him in, he's going to kick his ass.
All right, I got him. Yeah, Totally Buff fucks up Sarge on the floor, smashes his already fucked up arm, which is in a cast,
I
off
have a
the
migraine
stairs.
crazy. Anyways,
Me
yeah.
too. Me too. Goldberg doesn't see any of this fucking happen. Goldberg then hits the jackhammer on Brian Clark and gets the win. And commentary says that Goldberg is now 35-0.
That's right, because if he loses, he's out of WCW.
Oh, they should have
like,
shot on
restarted
him and
this-
beat him.
They definitely thought about it.
They restarted the streak again, I think, after
Yeah,
lost
well,
it.
that'll
they
help.
redid it again. That's how it works.
That's good for business. Well, Goldberg gets on the apron, and he does Somehow the Scott Steiner thing, where he fucking falls face first.
WWF?
Yeah, when Steiner does it to test, Goldberg is on the apron, falls face first off the apron when he's going for Buff Bagwell, and then Lex Luger from behind hits Goldberg in the back of the head with Sarge's cast that he ripped off of Sarge's arm.
Ripped it off his arm.
Brian Clark, Brian Adams, Buff Bagwell, and Lex Luger are all fucking kicking Goldberg and Sarge Buddy Wayne's ass.
Dude, and then Luger attacks Brian Adams. Commentary says, why did Luger attack Brian Adams? Because he fucking sucks.
Why is they fuck me for? Yeah, Luger brains Brian Adams with the cast, and Buff chokes Sarge out with a chair, and that's how that segment ends. Somehow that's not the end of the show.
No, why would it be? Because now it's time for the Minnesota Massacre match.
God
for this
damn
one.
it. How is this
It's been a
possible?
long time.
Yeah, Mike Sanders comes out to the backstage assault menu music.
It plays like 400 more times.
So Mike Sanders says, let me introduce you to the Minnesota Massacre match, and what I have in my hand is an envelope of randomly selected participants from the dark web. And if your name is not on this envelope, you are banned from ringside. And the only reason I'm wearing my gear is because I probably could be picked, and I want to step up to the plate. So, Mr. Penzer, if you would, read off the participants. So he gives them the envelope, and David Penzer then begins to announce the participants in this Minnesota Massacre 4-way last man standing match. I don't know. Is this the first time we've fucking found out it was a last man standing match?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't know the rules, so I'll tell you that.
Well, neither do they by the end of this match either. So, Mike Sanders, participant number 1. Number 2 is representing Natural Born Thrillers, the event Chuck Palumbo. Representing Natural Born Thrillers, Sean O'Hare. And the 4th participant representing the Insiders, DDP. How could this be?
He's one of the tag champs, apparently.
He is one half of the tag champions. Mike Sanders is confused. The Thrillers are all shocked. DDP comes out. And the final participant representing the Insiders, Big Sexy Kevin Nash, who is also one half of the tag champions.
Oh, wow.
My favorite part of this is that when they were kept announcing the guys for the Natural Born Thrillers, it kept playing the same Tron and the same music. So it would like stop and it would just restart the same thing over again.
Yeah. So Sanders can't believe it. Sadly, no Kwee-Wee or Big Vito in this matchup. They got fucked, and the Insiders are in this match. So it is I thought it was a 4-way. It is a 5-way, and it's last man standing, and it's also a tag match.
It's a handicap, right? Last man
Maybe?
standing. Handicap, last man standing.
By the end of the match, it's not even last man standing.
It's nothing. Yeah, so Sanders gets on the mic and says, why are you two jacked up geeks doing out here anyway? This isn't how it's supposed to go. And Nash punches him in the head. The match starts. DDP and Nash are getting up on the Thrillers until Mike Sanders hits and bumps both Kevin Nash and DDP with their own tag titles. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So O'Hare and Palumbo go for a double super kick on DDP. DDP ducks, and Sean O'Hare kicks Palumbo right in the balls and also hurts himself somehow.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I have no idea how they possibly fucked that up so bad. Then, all of a sudden, I think Mike Sanders was trying to leave, and then we cut to a shot of the stage where the rest of the Natural Born Thrillers are currently getting their asses whooped by Kwee-Wee, Paisley, and Big Vito, all in gigantic sweaters. Why the fuck were they dressed up for this run-in?
Yeah, that's a good fucking question. It's a little cold in a venue.
Maybe, or like, was it meant to be they were like disguised as stagehands and we just never saw them there or something? Because they're all in big ass shirts and pants for the fucking race.
Hey, the Fitz ain't losing, you know what I mean?
I guess not. Well, they make the save for the Natural Born Thrillers, or they attack the Natural Born Thrillers to stop them from running in. DDP hits Chuck Palumbo with Diamond Cutter. Nash hits a jackknife on Sean O'Hare. Ring the bell. The match is over. Ding, ding, ding. What?
Yeah, that's right.
There's no 10 count.
And that, everybody, is a
last man
Minnesota
standing.
Massacre match.
Wait, even on commentary, Disco says, where was the 10 count? I'm pretty sure Nash and DDP in the ring are saying, what the fuck? How do we win?
The good guys don't need the 10 count. Come on, don't you guys know how this works?
No, I don't fucking know.
Well,
I don't know how
maybe
any
you
of
spent
this
some more
works.
fucking time in Minnesota, buddy. All right.
Well, I've been there.
I knew the rules the whole time. So now it's time for the main event.
We made it. This is unbelievable.
Scott
We did it,
Steiner and
guys.
Jeff Jarrett singles match.
For the world title.
Well,
Oh
maybe.
yeah, I forgot the title's on the line. I guess. I don't
Well,
know.
it should be. Please, James, because I imagine you were just as excited when Steiner's lights came on and you saw how everybody looked here.
Yeah, I mean, this is really this is probably the peak of professional wrestling. I don't know if it gets much better than this. Medeja and Scott Steiner come out. Medeja also has the headpiece.
Yes, chainmail, yes.
And I love that she's carrying the title for him because the title is huge. It's massive.
It is gigantic. You're
And
right.
WWE decided to make it smaller.
And ruin it.
And you will pay for those sins every single day you exist, I promise you.
We will never let you forget.
They have purple and red fucking chainmail.
Steiner
That's
has
awesome.
like purple Triple H bikers on and purple chainmail. Medeja has red chainmail. This is a fucking duo right here, man. This is awesome. I don't know how long if he keeps up the colored chainmail or anything, but it's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait for my faction to release that one.
Dude, my faction will release it and we won't play it, and then Mattel will fuck up the chainmail like they do every time.
Dude, holy shit, it's so bad.
Mattel, please get one fucking WCW
It's so
figure right.
bad. There's no fucking way Mattel looks at that and goes, "Yep, that's right."
Dude, it's unbelievable. Bret Hart has never had a good figure in
Not
his career.
once,
Not
ever.
a single fucking figure, man. It's fucked up.
The Simpsons one is better.
The Simpsons one is awesome, by the way.
Ric Flair.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so fucking Steiner. Okay, so Steiner literally would have faced anybody, except for he just didn't want to face Jeff Jarrett. He would have faced
That's his boy.
literally anybody.
Yeah.
He would have faced Sting if he wasn't in the hospital.
Because I put him there.
He would have faced Booker T. He
but he's-
could have sent Sid Vicious, and he would have kicked his ass too.
That's true.
But him and Jeff Jarrett, they share a common bond. They don't like Ric Flair.
And he's not wrestling Jeff Jarrett tonight. I don't give a damn if you're a CEO or not. And then he puts his foot on the rope, and I said, oh, no. Oh, fuck.
He ain't got no main event tonight.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Woo!
Yeah, dude, he says you don't have no main event tonight. Then his music plays. He hits the corner. The lights come down. They just do his entrance again. I said, oh, shit, all right, no main event. That's fine.
I swear to God, I thought, oh, okay, shit, there ain't no main event.
Me too. I was convinced.
I'm sure anyone watching WCW also thought that. They probably
they
just
tuned into Raw.
Just tuned out, yeah.
Yeah.
So Jarrett is backstage and he says this shit. Okay, so not only does it go from we're not doing no main event, it goes backstage. It says Jarrett says this shit is not happening.
Yeah, he also agrees. It is not happening.
I was like, okay, shit, this ain't happening.
Then it goes to commercial. It comes back. Jeff Jarrett's music hits. He comes out. They flash the World Heavyweight title graphic. Hey, you're not really fucking selling me that this isn't happening. Both these guys are in their gear. And what? Come on now.
Yeah, so Jarrett grabs the mic and he calls out to Ric Flair and says, "You don't get it, you Jurassic slap ass."
That is fucking awesome. There's a sign that says that too.
He says that he's putting the match on hold, so choke on that.
Yeah, bitch.
Flair comes out, of course, and says, here's the fucking deal. You're booked tonight, so you're wrestling. You are the world champ, and you will wrestle, or your title is stripped. And if Jarrett doesn't wrestle, I don't know, bro. You just do whatever you want. We don't really care about you, buddy. But Steiner, you're the world champ.
Well, he's gonna take him out of his spot at Sin, of course.
Look, we ain't got no matches booked. We can book wherever we want to send. Fuck you, Jeff Jarrett.
I guess you're right. We can put fucking Shane Helms in that.
Dude, we do whatever we want. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
That's
really.
it. Now you know I buy this shit. What's the buy rate?
It's probably terrible.
So Jarrett then gets in a argument with Medeja somehow in the next 15 seconds.
What happened here?
I have no idea, actually. Medeja was just sitting there, and then Jarrett turned to her and shoved her.
Got pissed. Yeah, what the fuck?
And then Steiner immediately goes to work on him.
Dude, he clubs him from behind crazy, and then it's over. Fuck you. I'm going to kick your ass. We're having a match now.
NBA on TNT. You all watching that?
Yeah, hell yeah, we are, bro. The fucking
come on, man.
Sixers playing, bro. Come
Bro,
on.
Allen Iverson! Allen Iverson!
AI with the braids.
So Steiner line, Steiner elbow, push-ups. This is the best wrestler of all time. I swear to God, I've seen Steiner and Jarrett wrestle each other a million times at this point. I always like it.
It's tremendous.
Steiner hits a tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam. This move is so sick. Does he ever do this in WWE?
If he does, he probably does it once. It gets fucked up, and they say don't do that anymore.
It always looked the best with Jarrett. I don't know why. Maybe Jarrett just knew how to do it. I don't know.
Jarrett's really good.
WWE will tell you that is not true.
I'll tell you, Steiner also was not good. Oh, Sin did 80,000 people.
80,000 buy?
I think that's right. Yeah.
That was shit. TNA Genesis did 8,000 buys, I think.
Yeah, this is fucking horrible. Holy shit.
So Scott Steiner starts arguing with the fans on the outside, and that is how Jeff Jarrett cuts him off here.
Jarrett cuts him off by hitting him from behind and then throwing Steiner headfirst into a chair on the floor, which Steiner takes like a DDT.
Steiner's up, and then when he goes down, he always he
sells big.
Yeah, he sells huge. It's kind of like Brock in a way, where Brock will sell huge.
That's a great comparison, yeah.
Steiner body slams Jarrett on the announce table and then gets on top of it, walks over to a girl in the crowd at ringside and does the suck it taunt. And she's super into it.
And then Jarrett low blows him and then just throws him back in the ring. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing on this table for, man? Get the fuck out of here.
So Jarrett goes for the stroke in the ring. Steiner blocks it. Hits the belly to belly out of the corner.
That is awesome.
Wrestling is like when all your shit is awesome, wrestling is so easy. Like tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam, Steiner lines, Steiner elbow push-ups, belly to belly out of the corner, fucking off the top rope. Like everything looks cool, then you're fucking so set. It's like Danielson. I've seen Danielson do the same fucking belly to back off the top.
I was just about to say the belly to back off the top, I legitimately pop for every fucking single time.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah, like if all your shit is cool, then you're so set forever. You just have to find the shit that's cool. Sid Vicious with a run in. Steiner and
casual.
He's sprinting, dude, crazy.
How James said it is how casual it happened. It just happens. He just fucking runs out, starts throwing some crazy punches at Steiner and then Jarrett, and then all of a sudden the mystery man.
Holy shit.
Is here and he attacks Jeff Jarrett.
For
some odd reason, the entire crowd starts barking, which is very strange. I've never seen a man this shape and moving exactly like this mystery man does.
Could be anybody, man. Really.
Could be anybody, but the crowd seems to think he's got that dog in him. That's why they're barking, I think.
Yeah, which is, you know what? They sell it crazy. I just want people I know that don't watch, like, they've never seen this. They don't watch the shows that we review or anything. You have to understand what this guy looks like. He is the most fucked up looking. They were so adamant. Maybe because Rick Steiner is so recognizable.
You know what's even crazy? Okay, you know what, dude? We got worked. It's not Rick Steiner.
Who is it?
No, it's not Rick Steiner.
I mean, it maybe at the pay-per-view, it's not Rick Steiner in the match. It may have been Rick Steiner there.
I think it's Rick Steiner here on this episode, but I think at the pay-per-view, it's not Rick Steiner for sure.
I think because there's no way this fucking wasn't Rick Steiner here, but at the pay-per-view, it's Steiner, Jarrett, Sid Vicious, and Road Warrior Animal.
Yeah, Animal.
Oh fuck!
Animal returned to WCW, but yeah, it was definitely Rick Steiner here on this episode.
This had to have been Rick Steiner here, though, right?
Yeah, that was Rick Steiner for sure.
I swear they did the same shit with
Rick Steiner.
Yeah, I swear they did that because he turned on Scott or something, or joined Scott. I can't remember. It was something like that.
I think he joined Scott. Yeah.
They probably continue the mystery angle and
Well, it says Rick returned on the January 15th, 2001 episode of Nitro and helped Kevin Nash fend off Scott after a world title match, turning Rick into a fan favorite again. So, what? Okay, never mind.
So wait, he returns after Sin.
He returns after the Nitro after the pay-per-view, and he's a face helping Nash against Scott. Later, he teamed with Nash to face Scott in a handicap match, but turned on Nash and allowed Scott to pick up the victory on Nitro in a month after that. So he turns and joins Scott a month after returning to fight Scott.
Holy.
Yeah, so he turns to join the Magnificent Seven. Okay, so I just had that part mixed up.
Correct.
So Rick Steiner does join the Magnificent Seven, also known as the Elite.
The Elite. But this is 100,000% fucking Rick Steiner.
The crowd goes,
could be anybody.
It could also be Rick Steiner.
Could be Seven.
That's one of my favorite Goldust gimmicks, if you ask me.
It is crazy how many people have been asking recently about that. What's the best Dustin Rhodes gimmick?
Oh, by the way, his Rick Steiner's in-ring return around this time, his first match back was victory over Kiwi.
Oh, okay.
He can't get nothing, bro.
I know, dude.
Don't do
Fucking
that to
burying
Unk.
Unk, bro. Yeah,
Oh,
come on, man.
He can't do that to the skipper.
Mystery Man gets in, attacks Jarrett. Sid Vicious boots Steiner. Jarrett keeps fighting with the Mystery Man. Then Sid clothesline Steiner over the top, and that's the show. That is the last thing before. Well, I guess there's a Thunder before this, so there's one more before Sin. But I can't imagine. I can't fucking imagine too much happens though.
Tune in on Thunder. Right?
I mean, they do a lot of recaps that show Thunder, and Thunder had a lot of bullshit going on. So maybe there was.
Well, Jarrett was a big worker. He was always on Thunder and stuff, right? And I think Nash was doing Thunder too. Maybe Sid was over there.
Yeah, well, he was probably writing Thunder. Well, yeah, that was the Go Home Nitro. I guess, yeah, as I said, there's still a Thunder, but that was the Go Home Nitro to
Minnesota Massacre.
WCW Sin, Minnesota Massacre, fucking
Kronik and Goldberg and Sarge.
Dude, Goldberg,
One of the best ever.
I'll never forget Goldberg taking the meltdown from Bryan Adams.
Kronik. It was Kronik's time, whether WCW or Russo wanted it or not.
It was
their time.
anybody. They're gonna.
Didn't matter. Didn't matter.
James, it was motherfucking. It was high times, brother.
Yeah, brother. It always is.
Sitting, bro.
That is it for Nitro from January 8th, 2001.